We listen and we don't judge. Storytime edition. You see them dating apps? I need you right now, if you on that app, go delete it. I don't care which app you want, go delete it and send it right back to the app store. Get ready with me for the gym while I tell you guys about the worst date I've ever been on in my life. And yes, I met this person on a dating app. I met him on Hinge. That app is not Hinge worthy. Okay, we met on Hinge about like 2 years ago. Okay, it's like a year ago. And we're gonna call him Crash Out because everything about him was a crash out. For real. Only reason why I downloaded Hinge was because I was bored, obviously. The only reason people download dating apps is because they're bored. And I was bored, and one night I was like, let me just swipe, and I'm swiping. And I went to my likes, and I came across this guy, and he's not even my type. He was like 5'9", and I'm 5'6", so honestly, you gotta be like a good 6 feet for me to even consider talking to you. As a Libra, we flirt a lot. Like, somebody will flirt with me, and I be flirting right back. It's so bad. Don't judge me. So Crash Out had commented on one of my pictures on Hey Beautiful or something like that. I don't have the app anymore, so I can't like go back and be like, oh, like this is what he said. But obviously it caught my attention. That's why I replied back to him, because if he was boring, I never responded back. I did not care at all. So I responded back, and we ended up talking that same day. I was at work. I used to work 2 jobs at that point. I was working at Trader Joe's, and I also used to teach. So on the weekends, I was working at Trader Joe's. So I got off of work on Saturday because I was rushing home. I had to get ready to go to a birthday dinner for one of my coworkers, and we're gonna say coworker for this point because that's not a friend for the way that situation ended. Anyways, back to the story, because remember I said that we're going to come back to that situation. I got home from work, and I was prepping my nails because I wanted my nails to look good for when I go out to the birthday dinner. And he was like, oh, you want to FaceTime? So I was like, sure, why not? Like, I like a little conversation. You know what I'm saying? So we ended up talking, and mind you, did y'all just see that? Oh no, we were talking on the phone the entire time while I was getting ready. Not the entire time. Obviously, I wasn't showing him everything I was doing. This man could flirt. Like, I don't know what it was. I think he was also a Libra. Was he? I don't know. But the girl told me that she wants to cancel. I was pissed. I was like, whatever, cool. But anyways, I ended up taking off my makeup, and I just laid back in my bed, and he calls me like around 11:30, I think. No, I think it was like 12 o'clock, and he was going home. So he lived in Jersey. I lived in Brooklyn, New York. So Jersey's not that far from New York. So I was like, you know what? He's cool. He having great conversation. We could vibe, right? We could vibe. And we're on FaceTime, and I'm just in my bed laying down, and he's talking to me. That's another red flag. Like, you should not even be talking to nobody after no damn 12 o'clock. No. He's like, oh, I wanted to go out with you tomorrow. You dead said that you was free. And I was like, no, I never said that I was free. What are you talking about? And he gets mad at me, like, out of nowhere. He was like, nah, you dead said that you could. I said, the freak? Don't piss me off. And he was like, oh no, you cut off. I'm like, yeah, because you are getting angry for no reason. Why are you getting angry for? Like, I don't even know you. Like, let's go back to the fact that I don't know you. I don't. So who are you talking to? I was pissed at that point, but I was like, let me calm down. Let me hear him out. And then the next morning, he calls me back at like 10:30 in the morning. I was at work at that point, but I was on break on the phone. And he was like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry about last night. He was a little bit tipsy. So that's why he was acting like that. I'm like, okay. Like, I already in my head was like, let this man go, let this man go, let this man go. But I don't know why I still continue to do it. Mind you, I'm going to say it again. We listen and we don't judge. That Saturday, he did tell me that he wanted to plan a date with me. He wanted to plan to see me on Monday. Fast forward to Monday. He calls me and I'm at work, but I couldn't answer the phone. I'm with my kids. I'm teaching. I went to the break room and I called him back. And then I was just telling him about my day. You know, he was very comforting, you know, doing all the stuff that I would want somebody to do when I'm feeling down. I was very excited. Like, I was thrilled to go on this date. Y'all, I'm rushing home. I want to get ready so that I can be early and on time for the date because I hate being late. Like, that's one of my pet peeves. I hate being late, and I hate when other people are late. Like, that pisses me off real bad. I told him that I was going to be there around 7:30. He's like, okay, cool. I'll also be there around that time. Remember he said that. I forgot to tell y'all, we did plan to go to Dave & Buster's, and he also was going to take me to like this taco place, really, really nice taco place. I'm waiting outside of Dave & Buster's for him. As I'm waiting, I call him to see like where he's at. And he's like, oh, I just got off train or something. Something happened with his train, blah, 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 blah. So he's going to be like probably 15 minutes late. So I was like, all right, now I'm going to, you can't control the train. So I'm not going to be pissed off by that. I haven't met you yet. He finally got there. And I see a guy like walking through the door. And mind you, we're still on the phone. So I have the AirPods in so I can hear him talking while he's walking through the door. He comes inside and I'm just standing there. I want to give you an exact visual of how it was. Let me move back. No, I'm standing here, like in front of the door. So he's on the other side and he's coming in from like right here. He came in from here. So he spotted me. He already knew where I was at. So I'm like, okay, hi, I'm here. And he gives me a side hug. I said, excuse me, sir? I was like, what is that? What is that side hug? Like, what are you doing? He acted like he didn't see me twice. I was like, nah, now you about to piss me off. Like, I proceed to walk outside because there's no way that this man is going to act like he don't freaking see me. Like, I didn't waste all my time coming all the way here for you to act like you don't see me. And you did it to me, like, not once, but twice. I didn't let you have it a third time because you're not going to play in my face. Thank you. I'm looking and I'm trying to call my Uber. He walks outside and he starts, like, screaming. He's like, out of here. out of here, fuck out of here. Like, nah, you playing with me right now? You playing with me right now? You made me come all the way from Jersey for this, for this, for this? Nah, I said, hold on. You're not gonna make me look like if I'm the person that you're talking to. Absolutely not. So I walk outside and I start walking to the train. The man starts following me. Not be laughing. This is not funny, but like he literally starts following me. Like I said, oh no. Now he's trying to lower his voice to see if I'll still have a conversation with him. Bro, who are you? Who are you? This is literally my first time meeting you, and this is the way that you're acting? Like, oh my freaking God. Like, what the hell did I just get myself into? Like, as I'm like going down the train station, I'm like looking back every single time to see if this man is following me. Like, I can't believe I'm telling y'all this story. Anyways, we move. Like in the trains, you can like keep walking. I kept walking and walking and walking to like the end of the cart because I'm like, nah, I gotta see if he's actually following me. My brain was just telling me to like just be on like super focused. God is telling me, yeah, I need to start moving right now. Like I'm bringing in God right now. Back then, I wasn't praying. I wasn't doing nothing. Like I know that's why I definitely did not have like a covering over my life because I made stupid decisions like these. So in my brain, I was like, if I get off at J Street Metro Tech, if I come out the train, and if he comes out the train, then I'll know if he's following me. It made sense in my head, so I did that. Off the train, I immediately called my sister, and I was literally telling her, like, bro, like, you wouldn't believe what the hell happened to me. I called my sister, and I blocked his number right there and deleted the app because that was a big sign. I should not have been on it in the first place. Moral of the story is, stop trying to seek validation from these stupid dating apps. You don't need to be on it. Stop putting yourself into situations where you can possibly be in danger. Be safe. Don't trust nobody. Be on your P's and Q's. When it comes to dating, don't settle for nothing with a man. The first red flag, run. Immediately. Literally making this video because I know that there's other people out there that are on these dating apps thinking that you're about to find your husband. You're not. I'm sorry. 1% of people do. So I'm pretty sure you're not. Okay? No, I did not hear from that person ever again after that day. Not even a text-free number, nothing. Like I've never heard from him ever again. That situation could have been way worse than how it ended, but I am thankful to God that he was on my side. Thank God for my safety and that, yeah, I didn't end up in a dumpster. Anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
I just walked out in the middle of a date with this guy, and I'm literally outside the restaurant waiting for my Uber because not only was this man 30 minutes late to our date, but he was complaining about literally everything. Mind you, he told me to pick a restaurant, so I picked Outback because it's at a good price point. The food is good. We come to Outback, and he's literally complaining that his drinks don't taste good. They don't have any alcohol in them. Okay. Now that I'm home, let me tell you what happened. He was 30 minutes late. I was sitting at the booth for 30 minutes by myself. Cool. So when he finally gets there, he doesn't like give me a reason or an excuse as to why he was late. He just sits down and says, "How you doing?" I'm like, "I'm good." So we ordered drinks, and I think the drinks are pretty good and strong. He's saying that there's no alcohol in his drinks. I'm like, "Are you an alcoholic by any chance? Because shit tastes like alcohol to me." So I guess he didn't like that little joke. Cool. Then when we ordered appetizers, he said it was cold. That shit was not cold to me. I don't know. It seemed like he was low-key trying to make up excuses to get shit taken out of the bill. Anyway, then we order our food, and he's complaining the whole time that it's taking way too long. So I'm like, I mean, just give it a minute. Like, you see, like, there's people. We're not the only ones in the restaurant. So the food finally comes, and he tells our server, this took way too long. Like, what was going on back there? The server's like, oh, we're sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, we only have 2 cooks back there tonight. We had a lot of call outs. I'm like, oh, don't even worry about it. I'm a server too. I work at a restaurant. I know what it's like. You're good. Trust. He was like, no, actually, you're not good because I'm starving and I shouldn't wait this long for my food. I'm looking at him like disgusted. Like, you immediately turned me off. You're disgusting. So I asked our server to get me a to-go container, and I got my food to go, and I will be eating this at home while I watch American Dad. Thank you for the free meal. I will never go on a date with you ever again. Have a good night, and you're a fucking asshole.
So in honor of Valentine's Day, I'm gonna give y'all one of my worst date ever experiences. Okay. So I met somebody. We say, okay, we're going to meet at 3 o'clock. So originally we were supposed to go somewhere else, but I had already ate because I'm not finna wait on all day and starve on, for nobody. I'm not doing that. So I already ate, so I'm like, I'm not really that hungry. We could do something like B-dubs. Like we go to Buffalo Wild Wings and I could just give me a drink and some little chicken tenders or whatever, call it a day. Cool. So we say 3 o'clock. Okay, cool. So I get there like 3:05. He's not there. So I'm texting him like, yeah, I'm here, what's your ETA? Because I'm already like, I don't feel like playing. Like, I don't like people being late. Like, it's already a red flag. So he's like, oh, I'm like 15 minutes away. which puts us at damn near 3:30. So why you didn't just say 3:30? But anyways, he was like, go, you can go in and have a drink on me. And I text back, like, who else was the drink gonna be on? Because I know I know you didn't feel like the drink was gonna be on me. So at that point, I had already walked in anyway and ordered a drink. So for one, like, you a little bit too late, and two, like, what do you mean on you? Like, who else was it gonna be on? So he, LOL, never mind, you know what I meant. I didn't, but okay. So he shows up at like 3:30. I'd already had a drink. I already ordered my food or whatever, because I'm not finna play, like, I ain't got time for this. So he come, basically my food coming right after he arrived. So he looking crazy, like, oh, you could have asked me that I want some. I could have, but I didn't. So conversation was trash, beyond trash. He was kind of ugly in person, so I didn't like that. And as we're wrapping up, getting ready to go, he was like, yeah, so what you about to do? I said, go home. He's like, oh, and do what? I said, smoke my hookah, watch TV. I don't know, whatever I feel like when I get home. So because I was going to say, I could follow you, but I know you're probably not. And I'm like, that wasn't even going to be an option regardless. I'm like, that's never an option. Because I know you ain't think I'm finna fuck for no damn chicken tenders. Like, I'll zare you to $20. Like, don't do that. Don't ever do that. So you could tell his whole mood changed. So I'm guessing that's what his agenda was when we went to Buffalo Wild Wings. Because I don't know. I blame the women, because y'all set the bar at hell, and that's why these niggas feel comfortable doing what they doing. So after that, we got our bag or whatever. Well, I got my bag because he ain't had nothing left. I left. I said bye. Didn't give him no hug, nothing like that. And I never spoke to him again. And he didn't reach out, so he knew he fucked up too. So that's one of my worst day ever experiences. Let me know if y'all want to hear another one.
Let me tell y'all about my date from hell last night. Part the fuck one. Alright, so last night I went on the first date with somebody that I met at the big gym this year. I met him in the VIP section. I should have knew it was a red flag when he didn't approach me. His fucking friends approached me. Oh, my friend think you nice. Like, yeah, let him get your number. How old are we? Like, he can't come and introduce himself. He does come and say hi. He hands me his phone. And I put the wrong number in there. I ain't gonna lie. But he doubled back and he was like, oh, the message was green. Like, you sure that's you? And I'm like, oh, shit. I put the real number in there. So I'm just like, okay. Because I was feeling a little under pressure, but that's neither here or there. Long story short, he ended up hitting me up like, what you and your homegirls finna do? I'm like, oh, we finna go to the club. Y'all gonna slide? Like, yeah, we gonna slide. We gonna come get a section. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, all right, cool. Because that's gonna put money in my friend pockets. So yeah, bet slide. They never slide. They go to Y bar. Okay. Yeah, strike two, bitch. You is a liar. So, down the line, he ended up hitting me back up a couple days later, like, hey, I'm sorry about that the other night. And these other things, like, he has tried to reach out a couple times before then, but I just wasn't fucking with it. So he apologized for that too. He like, maybe I came off wrong. Like, I really do want to get to know you. I really want to take you out. Boom. I'm like, all right, cool. Couple questions. Well, why didn't you approach me on your own? He was just basically like, I was just a little nervous. I haven't been dating in a couple years. Like, the person that I was dating, I knew her since I was 13. We've been broke up for 2 years. We've been dating for over a decade. So, that's pretty much what's going on. I'm like, all right, okay, cool. A nigga that know how to stay in a relationship is a nigga I need to get to know. Okay, so these are some facts that y'all need to know while listening to this story. I did a little pre-check on this nigga because it's like, I really don't know you for real. So I got to ask you a few questions. And the point of this is because I'm dating with intention. I'm not going to lie. Like, I need to know, what are your plans for me? What you got going on now? We already don't know much about each other. So before I even waste your money and my time, I need to ask you a few motherfucking things before we get started. First thing first. The first thing that I asked him was, why didn't you talk to me on your own? I already told y'all what his answer was to that. Second thing I asked, I said, do you have kids? This is the important thing, y'all. This is the root of the whole date. Do you have kids? He started off was like, yeah, how many do you have? Baby, I ain't got none. Do you got kids or not? Because we can cut it short now. Yeah, I got 2 kids. I'm like, okay. He's like, no, I'm just playing. I got 3. I'm like, oh. You know, that's changing things around this bitch. But you know what? I was like, I have play dated somebody. Don't ask me what that means. I play dated somebody that had 3 kids before. As long as I don't really got to see them, especially now until I decide if we're going to even go anywhere. Like, that's cool. As long as, are you an active father? Da-da-da. So he get to sending me pictures of his kids. I'm like, damn, these kids are so cute. When I say I ain't seen no kids this cute in a minute, like, I hate when a motherfucker show their kids and I be like, oh, cute puppy. Because I know that's me. But these kids are cute. I'm like, oh, he know how to stay in a relationship and he procreate real nice. Okay, these are checks. Intentional. So he telling me all about his trucking company and how much they spend on a nanny and I'm like, damn. So what's your baby mama do? She a nurse? Okay. Why didn't y'all work out? Oh, you know, we've been together so long. Like, we just kind of grew apart. Damn. I'm like, why didn't y'all get married with all these kids? You know, that was my fault. And he started talking about his trauma with his parents. I'm like, okay, cool. You know how to communicate and say what's wrong. Pinpoint, you know, went to therapy. Yes. Come back for part 2. Hold on. Now, let's just go to the date because these things are what I'm under the impression of. I've been lied to. So, by the end of dinner, like, we having a good time. Like, we having good conversations. And let me also throw in the point that we only had 1 mixed drink, 1 shot. That was it because I'm like, I can't be drinking. I won't be drinking, especially because I still don't quite know you yet. This is our limit. This is what we're doing. Boom. Cool. So, as he's talking, he goes, yeah, because my firstborn, he was born in the hospital, but my last 3 was born in the house. Your last 3? Wait, roll it back because a bitch that wasn't listening would have caught that. Because I'm actually a little interested at this point, and now I'm like, so at this point, I'm ready to fucking go. I'm like, nah, bitch, we can really wrap this up. Like, 4 kids, I can't do shit. I can't do shit with this information. Yeah, it's time to go. Then I'm like, no. I'm like, are you serious? Show me the kid. He shows me a picture with him with all 4 of the fucking kids. I said, very cute. But, yeah, no. I said, that baby look fresh. He like, he's 1. But, I mean, he's 1.5, so he's finna be 2. I said, so you fucked your baby mama less than a year ago, which means it's possible for y'all to fuck again, and then y'all been together. You said you met when you was 13, and y'all been dating for over 10 years, so where am I not to see that this is something that you can come back to? Also, 4 kids. I don't give a fuck how long you was with anybody. Because I know once I put my bid in, like, we good. But you will never see it, honey. You will never see it. So the waiter come bring the bill, and he's just, you know, he's still talking normal. He thumb out the check, boom, 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 put the money down. I grab the bag, and I'm like, let's go. I get up. I start storming out. I'm just knowing he right behind me because he knew it was time to go. The fucking food was packed up and everything. He paid the bill. I'm like, okay, well, that's life. He's like, man, I'm so sorry. Like, this date was going amazing. Like, I feel so bad. And he just still doing this. I'm like, now this bitch drunk. Oh, my God. So I get up. I'm storming out. By the time I get to the elevator and I push the button, I turn around to see if he behind me. When I say I've seen this nigga knees go that way and his body go this way, he passes out. This nigga passes out and hit the floor, Jesus. I'm like, oh my God. So I run back over there and I'm like, this nigga pretending to pass out? And at this point, I'm like, I ain't never seen nobody do all this just so I could feel bad so we could get back on a good note. Bitch, you're done after this. He try to get up, G. He passes back out. So I'm like, oh, this nigga for real. This nigga really just passed out. So I'm asking the security. I'm like, what should I do? Do we call the police? The hostess run over there. She's like, I'm calling the ambulance. I'm like, call the ambulance. And then I grab his coat, and I'm just literally soaking in worry and embarrassment. I'm like, oh shit, this nigga didn't tell me none during dinners. He be passing out and shit. So he get up, we go to the front, and the security sits him down, and they go get him some water. I'm like, what just happened? Like, you need to say something. Or don't say nothing. Relax. I don't know. Shit you not. At the sip of water, this nigga like, all right, come on, let's go. We good. I said, I ain't getting in the car with you. You passing out? We got to get on Lakeshore, try to get back home, bitch. This won't be my last. No, sorry. So you can roll me off the fucking cliff because you can't talk to me because, bitch, you just passed out after having to tell the truth about your 4 kids. I wouldn't be surprised if this was your last reason. Something ain't sitting right with me, and I promise you I'm not getting back in that car with you. So we sitting there because he's still kind of going in and out. They like, yeah, he need an ambulance. We're not letting you leave out at all. So they come asking me questions, and this is what I was worried about. In the midst of the worry and embarrassment, I'm about to say, these folks gonna think I did something to this man. I promise you I'm not Diddy. I promise you I am not Rick Ross.
Y'all quit playing. Quit playing. Robert. I didn't do this stuff. This is not me.
And now I'm like, what the fuck? These people asking for my information. I'm like, oh my God. I had to take a food break. I'm hungry. I'm trying to tell y'all this bullshit. Long story short, make sure you ask those questions on that first date. Because he lied to me the whole dinner. Steady trying to make sure he didn't slip up saying 4 kids. And when that motherfucking shot and drink got in his ass, he slipped up. Stay vigilant. Ask those questions. And be prepared to flee at any moment because now niggas passing out. I don't know, but wow. I've never had no shit like that happen to me. Like, he sure made an impression. If he was trying to make one, honey, he made one. The work.
I literally just hopped out of a moving car because I was on the date from hell. Okay, like when I tell you I didn't even wait for this man to pull over, he was over an hour late for our date. Over an hour late to our date. I should have known then to just cancel the shit because you're not respecting my time. However, I overlooked it because I'm like, oh my God, I've known this person since high school, you know, and he's communicating with me, letting me know like, hey, I'm going to be, you know, this amount of minutes late. Like, you know, he's calling me, texting me, letting me know what's up because there's traffic. You know, we live here in LA. Shit happens. He's coming off work, whatever. So I was cool with it. I was like, all right, cool. You're being communicative. Like, I'll still continue the date. He comes to pick me up over an hour late. And when I get in the car, we hug. Hey, nice to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Like, you know, good to see you. Right. And then I let him know like, hey, like you're an hour late. Like next time, like, please don't show up so late because like, I won't like go on a date. Like I was being firm. I wasn't being a bitch. I wasn't being condescending. I wasn't yelling. I wasn't being aggressive. None of that shit. I was just letting him know like, hey, I'm a very punctual person. My time is valuable to me. And if you're going to tell me you're going to be here at 6 o'clock, don't show up past 6. Okay, don't show up at especially 7 o'clock an hour later. And do you know that this man turned his car around? It's like, I'm taking you back home. Like, who do you think you are telling me that I can't be late, pick you up to a date? I drove 30 minutes to pick you up and I paid for these tickets and blah, 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 blah. And who do you think you are? Who the fuck do I think I am, sir? Like, this is why they warn you, don't ever date the person that has chased you for a long time, that has wanted you for a long time, because they're usually crazy. I jumped out of a halfway moving car tonight because I could not get away from this man fast enough. And I left his door wide the fuck open and he like busts a bitch in the middle of the street and like peels off. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Are you seriously mad because someone told you don't be an hour late to picking them up? The woman that you've been chasing for over 20 years finally gives you the time of day? I feel like this is one of those moments where he had it in his mind the whole time to play in my face because he wanted to get back at me from 20 years ago or something. Now, mind you, this is not an ex. I've never done anything to this man. I've never slept with him, never kissed him, never like curved him in any type of way, never played with this man's emotions. But I feel like because he didn't have access to me for over 20 years, when he finally got the opportunity, he wanted to like show me who's boss. Okay.
Hey, friend. I got a story time for y'all. Y'all, and I swear, if somebody would have came and told me this story instead of it happened to them, I probably wouldn't even believed it. I'd be like, girl, you lying, go. But it happened to me. I had the date from hell. I don't even know if, should I call it a date since we was...
Yeah.
Okay, I had the date from hell. Let me tell y'all what happened. Okay, so let's take it back a little bit. So, we live in Indiana, and I met this guy from Louisiana who's currently living here now, okay? Y'all, a fine specimen. Do you hear me? Dreads long, he got a beautiful smile, he got dimples, personality top tier, okay? Then his sense of humor. Like, when I say he will have you cracking up from the time you step foot in his presence to the time you leave. Like, I'm not playing. Funny as hell. And me, that's the way to my heart. Like, I love a funny, goofy person because I'm funny and goofy, okay? And then the accent, too. Like, I'm an accent girly. I love a man with an accent. Whew, drives me crazy. Okay, so fast forward. We're seeing each other. We're talking to each other daily. We done started doing the grown people stuff, hunching on each other, all that. Everything cool, okay? Okay, so fast forward to yesterday. So this is my birthday weekend. My birthday is actually on Monday, okay? So I basically told him, like, I want to start celebrating yesterday. So I texted him the plan. He like, all right, bet. When he got off work, he called me. He was like, all right, I'm going to go home, shower, get dressed. And I wanted him to go pick up my friend, too. I'm going to shower, get dressed, and I'm going to come pick y'all up. We're going to hit the liquor store and get a room and just chill, have fun. All right, cool. Oh, mind y'all, I don't even drink, but I chose last night to have a couple cut waters. So we pick my friend up. We go to the liquor store. We go get something to eat. Okay, it was one point he got out the car. So I'm like, friend, what do you think? She was like, friend, I really like him for you. He's handsome. He's cool as hell. Like, he seemed like a vibe. Like, y'all vibe, you know, y'all vibing. Y'all vibe is vibing. Like, I like y'all together. And I'm like, I know, friend. So you think he's a keeper? She was like, yes, friend. He's definitely a keeper. Okay? So we up at the room. We playing games, we taking shots, we having fun, like vibing out, y'all. The vibe was vibing, okay? So then me and my friend, we step out to go have a smoke. Then we come back in, okay? Everything's still cool at this point. So when we come back in, my friend goes to use the bathroom, okay? I go over on the bed with him. We cuddling with him, hugging up on him, kissing up on him and stuff. And then all of a sudden I hear him say, your friend just said, are you outside? So I said, what? He was like, she just said, are you outside? I said, no, she didn't. Like, what are you talking about? He was like, yes, she did. I know what I heard. I'm like, she did not say that. She's literally FaceTiming one of her friends, okay? So he set up, and it seemed like as soon as he set up, you heard a knock on the door, okay? So then he jump up, he goes to the door, he like, Fat, hand me my shirt. So I hand him his shirt, and then he was like, ask who is it? And I'm like, who is it? I look out the peephole, nobody's out there. In my head, I'm just thinking like, it's some kids playing on the door. That's what kids do at hotels. They knock and run. They do it on TikTok all the time. So then my friend coming out the bathroom, right? So he putting on his shirt, and he look at her and say, if anything happen, I'm taking your head off first. I turned around and looked and said, Lucifer? Okay, so I'm not going to make this too long, so y'all got to come back for part 2 so I can tell y'all how I met Lucifer, Javante Satan last night in the flesh. Friend, did you come back for part 2? You're definitely messy. You're definitely messy. Okay, part 2. So I looked at the Lucifer, and I'm like, why? Like, what is going on? Like, I'm confused, right? Like, what are you angry about? Like, why are you coming at her like that? This dude talking about she told somebody, she asked somebody, was they outside? She's got somebody coming up here to set me up, to rob me. This is that and third. I'm like, bro, what? You are being real crazy right now. She never said that at all. You are tripping, okay? So he gets on the phone and calls his brother. So he shares his location with his brother. So his brother's on his way up there. His brother on the phone talking stuff. So not only is the brother on the way, he on the phone talking stuff. He act like he finna knock my friend out. Y'all, he is holding us hostage in this room. Okay? He is standing in front of the door and will not move. And every time we trying to get to the door, he like pushing his back, like acting like he's finna knock us out. Y'all, so him and my friend steady going back and forth. He like, Fat, get your partner, get your partner. I'm like, I am getting hurt, but you got to calm down too. So they going back and forth. Before I knew it, he slid the bag off the Crown Royal bottle Had it like that, like, and was getting ready to crack her with it. So I grab his hand like, you not doing this. You need to calm down. Like, what are you? Nobody is trying to do nothing to you. Nobody's trying to do nothing to you. Y'all, this man does not even carry cash on him. Everywhere we go, he tapped to pay. I've never even seen him use the debit card. I always see him use his phone. So what they was finna come up there, put a pew-pew to your head, say, put your face in the phone and do the face ID and empty your cash up? Like, what? I'm confused. What are you talking about? At this point, I'm so pissed off, I take my cut water and I just launched it. And it hit the AC unit and the whole AC unit broke. And I didn't care at that point because I'm ready to go. You are tripping. Like, why would I try to set you up to get robbed? You know where I live at. You know where my mom live at. My kids live here. Why would I do that? And you use tap to pay. I'm confused. So the brother get there, he barged in the room talking stuff to us. They all trying to talk to. We are two females who did nothing to you. Like, y'all feel real tough. Two females? Y'all, what's so crazy, if they would have stayed there 5 minutes longer, they would have seen the lady cussing out her two sons for going around and knocking on people's doors when they were supposed to be going downstairs to the vending machine and back. If they would have stayed there 5 minutes, they would have seen this. Crazy. Needless to say, we get outside. I'm trying to get, he pushing me away from the truck. Talking about, you trying to set me up, F you, da, da, da. Y'all, I'm so done. And what is so crazy, y'all, I really, really liked him. Like, I really liked him a lot. He even met my kids. That's how much I liked him. Like, I can't believe it. Like, I don't want to talk to nobody else. Like, I'm done. Done. I'm over it, friend. I'm over it. I'm done.
Like, spend money to get to know you. Like, you know.
Cause you asked me to come here with you to get to know me. So this is your idea, not mine.
I mean, I'm not really tripping. Like, I mean, I got the money. I mean, I can pay for it. I just felt like, you know, we just vibing right now. We just getting to know each other. But I mean, nah, it's all good. I mean, I get it. Like y'all female. I mean, y'all women. Like y'all, you know, like that's what y'all be on. Like, you know. So it's all good.
I don't know what you mean. That's what we be on, but because you know you ain't tripping about the money, right? So
no.
So what you tripping about?
I'm trying to figure out why it's gotta be understood that we always, as men, we gotta spend money.
Because it's understood that you had asked me to come here to spend your money.
See, that's what I'm saying. Spend your money. Like that's like what that even mean?
Yeah, because it wasn't my idea. You know what?
So where'd it go?
I don't know.
Somebody got to pay this tab.
He went to the bathroom. He'll be back to pay it. Matter of fact, where is it? The bathroom?
It's in the bag.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Y'all, that mofo was crazy, okay? That was the worst motherfucking date I have ever been on. He's somewhere in the bathroom right now. I don't give it. I'm not going back. I'm heading to my car. Look, got hair in my lip. I can't.
Get ready with me to go out to dinner while I tell y'all about the last date that I had that went absolutely terrible. Basically, I had met this guy when I was out, and honestly, that was mistake number one. But after I met him, he would always invite me out. Like, he would randomly text me and be like, hey, you know, I have a table here, I have a section here, like, you should come out. And I never really took him up on the offer because every single time he would invite me, I just didn't have the urge to go for some reason. And another day, a random day, he randomly texted me. He was like, hey, you know, I have tickets to a Cubs game. I want you to come with me. And in my mind, I'm like, fuck it. I might as well go. I used to date a guy that played for the Cubs. So in my mind, I was like, you know what? I want to show my ex how bad he fumbled. And on top of that, it's free tickets. And I haven't gone to a Cubs game in a long time. So why not? I get to the date and he's kind of already acting weird. The goal was for me to meet him at his house and we were going to go to the game from his house and we were going to drive together. As soon as I get to his house, he's already kind of acting weird. Like he's doing one of those nonchalant, trying to act real cool type of things. I'm not the one for that. Honestly, I don't really like him like that.
So I'm not going to coddle to him and be like, oh my God, what's wrong? And are you okay? I'm not going to do none of that because I don't really give a fuck. So honestly, he kept giving me little tests to like see if I care or not, because he kept saying shit. He'd be like, oh, you know, what's something that would make you mad that I would do? And I was like, oh, act crazy or disrespectful. He was like, what? Like, what's crazy? Like talking to other girls? I said, no, I don't really care about that. The look on his face, he was like, oh. Because I genuinely don't care. Like, you can talk to other girls. I hope you do. It takes you off of my hands, to be honest. I'm just going for the vibes. I'm not going because I like you. Not really. So on our way to the game, we did pick up his friend, which honestly I didn't mind because his friend was kind of cute. So I didn't mind that at all. So we get to the game, and our seats are actually really good. I was surprised. Our seats were a seat right above the field. So we had really good seats, and I could see everything. But as the game is going on, like, the guy that I'm on the date with, he's just getting so touchy. Like, he's just totally invading my personal space. He keeps doing that thing where if he's trying to talk to me, like, he, like, guides my face to look at him. And I don't like that shit. It bothers me so much. Like, do not touch my face. Like, I have a whole face of makeup on. Why would you put your dirty ass hands on my face? So the first time he grabbed my face, I didn't say anything because it caught me off guard. The second time I was playful and I was like, okay, stop, you know. And then the third time I was like, okay, I don't like when you touch my face. I have makeup on. I don't know where your hands have been. Please stop touching my face. Honestly, I think what was irritating me most was the fact that he was scaring the hoes. Like, there was and I know it's probably not shit of me, but it's a first date. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you being so touchy? Why do you keep putting your arm around me? Why do you keep trying to, like, when you have to talk to me, you're like putting your hand on my hip? It's just weird ass shit. I don't like that. You know how guys are. Like, they do that when they're trying to show other people, oh, like, look who I'm with. So it's just like, stop. Like, stop trying to show me off. Like, chill. So the game ends. Honestly, I should have just left it in there, but he was saying like, oh, you know, we're all going to go out and we're going to celebrate because they won. So, you know, I'll have a table and a section at this place. And this is my problem. It's really hard for me to say no to going out. That's my problem right now. So instead of going home, my dumb ass is like, okay, sure. Because in my mind, I'm thinking like, I am not obligated to stay near or talk to this man. I'm just here for fun. I don't have to do anything. Yeah, I was sitting next to him at the game and I let something slide because I'm sitting next to you. These are our seats. But now that the game is over, I can do whatever I want. But the rest of the night, this man keeps doing weird shit. Like, every guy that would try to talk to me, he would go up to him and be like, oh, you're trying to talk to her? And try to start shit. And I literally would have to keep going up to him and be like, dude, we're not together. Stop. No, obviously, because we're out, it's loud. So he's like, what? And I'm like, you're frightening the hoes. Stop it. We are not together. Can I tell y'all that man got so mad? Oh my gosh, like, he was about to throw a fit. And there was even one time where, like, the friend that we came with was trying to talk to me, and I was letting him because I thought he was already, you know, he's a little cute, whatever. And he starts, like, getting ready to headbutt this man. You know how crazy you have to be to headbutt somebody? Hold on, let me repeat this. Do you know how fucking crazy you have to be to headbutt somebody? You're ready to not only knock them out, but to knock yourself out just to harm someone else. Bye. I can't. So obviously by this point, this man is a confirmed weirdo in my head. Okay, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He is a confirmed weirdo. So I start being mean to him. Should I have done that? Maybe not. But I just start doing little, you know, mean shit. Because now I'm going to teach you a lesson, okay? Now I'm going to teach you a lesson. So I just basically started, like, the rest of the night as I'm there. Every time he would do something, I would start bitching him, okay? So I would say little things like, stop, give me your card. And this man would take out his card and just give it to me. Every time he would do some shit, I would be like, go over there. And he would go and he would sit. And I go over and I put my hand on my hip and I'd be like, give me your card. I need your card again. I'm buying more drinks. Or I'm getting this. Girl, I said girl like I'm on FaceTime. It got to a point where this man ended up getting drunk and he didn't even realize that he kept giving me his card. So I just started ordering stuff. And I know what y'all are thinking. You're like, oh, I would have just left. Or KT, why didn't you just leave? I told y'all I had a problem, okay? It's hard for me to say no when someone invites me out. What did the Lorax say? I speak for the trees. Bitch, I speak for the bottle girls. I don't know what to tell y'all. But basically, long story short, before I left, I called him a bitch, and then I left, got my car, went home, and then I blocked him on everything. And then my clothes that I had ordered from when he was giving me my card came in about a week later.
Alright, so y'all wanted it, so I'm gonna give it to y'all. Story time on a fucking date from hell from last night. Like, I cannot make this up. Like, we as women, we have to come together as a whole and really start exposing these fucking bitch ass niggas that be cash fishing, not catfishing. Cash fishing. These niggas pockets be catfish, yo. Like, that should be crazy to me. Anyway, long story short, a couple days ago, I think it was like on like Thursday. Today is Tuesday now. I think it was on like Thursday or whatever. My friend ended up texting me, sending me this boy picture like, oh yeah, he wants you. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, he real cute or whatever. He got all this money in the picture, butterfly doors up and shit. Like, he looked like he having. So she like, all right, like, well, can I give him your number? Da 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 da. So I said, yeah. So she give him my number or whatever. He don't call me until yesterday, which was Monday. Now, it's a lot I could say, like, a lot of red flags that was happening, because we was on, like, FaceTime, like, or, like, for, like, a long time yesterday or whatever. It's a lot of red flags that happened, like, within the conversation of him just, you know, being cringe and saying, like, little sexual shit or whatever. But, all right, cool, whatever. I didn't pay it no mind, because it's not happening. I just want to get to the motherfucking date, okay? So, we on FaceTime or whatever. He basically, like, all right, where we going type shit or whatever. So I'm like, I don't care, like, whatever. We come up with the idea to go drunk bowling. So long story short, he ended up with being with some boy or whatever, and he basically was asking me like where my friends at or whatever. So they like tape your friend in. So I ended up calling my friend. And like adding her to the call. So they kind of talking or whatever. But the other boy was just like kind of like, he just was like, I don't know. They just I could get into the details if y'all want the details of like how irritating the friend and stuff was, like, on the phone and stuff like that, and like the little weird cringe ass sexual shit they were saying on the phone. But it was like whatever. And then like as soon as we would say something about it, they were like, oh, have a sense of humor. And it's like, bitch, we got sense of humor, but nobody's doing nothing with y'all. And then the friend chewed, no shade, because he was cool, but he just fuck them. I don't care. Long story short or whatever, we get ready or whatever. We like, all right, we gonna go to we was trying to debate on whether we was gonna go to either like North Bowl or South Bowl or whatever, right? Now I went on a date to one of them bowls before. I don't remember which one it was, but it was one of them or whatever. So I didn't know which one was which, but I know the boy, like when I finally go pick my friend up or whatever, we get in the car and shit, and I call him and shit, and he like, all right, well, like which one we going to, whatever. So I forgot which one he said was which, but he was telling me like, oh, well, this one, I think he said North Bowl, like you gotta pay for parking or whatever, and South Bowl, they got a parking lot. So to me, no shade, you asking me on a date, so I just feel like, you know, as a man, like it goes without saying, like, nigga, I feel like you should be paying for every fucking thing, no shade. So long story short, he like telling me which one got parking or whatever. So I'm like, oh well, I don't really want to go to North Bowl if I gotta pay for parking. To me, that was his cue to say, like, oh, like, it's cool, like, I got you, like, I pay for your parking, like, it don't matter. Instead, do y'all want to know what this nigga did? He said, oh, well, we could just go to South Bowl. So I'm like, well, why South Bowl? He said, because you just said you don't want to pay for parking. Ew. So that was red flag number one. Mind you, it was red flags before this, but we talking about the broke cash fishing shit. So that was red flag number one. Red flag number two was, I'm like, all right, we'll meet y'all or whatever. I'm like, I gotta stop to get gas first though, cause like, you know, I gotta get gas or whatever. Now y'all could feel however y'all want to feel about this part, but to me, I feel like, I don't know. Like, to me, I feel like he should have been offering something for gas. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. Nigga, you calling me out. I'm telling you I need gas in my car. I feel like you should be sending me something. I ain't going to say fill my tank up or nothing. But, nigga, if you want me to come to you and meet you, I feel like you should be saying something. I should be sending something. I don't know. Okay, boom. We finally get to the fucking place or whatever. Yo, I cannot make this up. We get to the place and shit. So we at the front and shit, so they gotta pay for the games and shit. So the girl basically asked me like, do we want 1 or 2 games or whatever? Mind you, my friend is already rubbed the wrong way because the boy, I don't know, like his friend like grabbed her. I think she tried to say he low-key tried to like touch her butt or something. I didn't see it. I just know when I turned around, her face was balled up and she was like kind of pushing him off of her type shit. Mind you, the friend look dusty as shit, like no shade. I don't want to see me, but he looked so fucking dusty, like G Fazos on, big ass, baggy ass sweatpants. He just looked dirty, like a fucking t-shirt. Like he just rolled out of bed. Mind you, they on the phone with us talking about, yeah, cause what y'all wearing? Y'all need to put that shit on. Throw some Pradas on or something. Like what? And you came out the fucking house looking like that? You came out the house looking like that, and you talking about us? You're talking about us, like telling that just yo, like yo, it was yo. So long story short or whatever, we at the front and shit, and you know they about to pay for the games and shit. So the girl she like, do y'all want one or two games and shit? So I was going to say one because my friend, she was already like just irritated, but the boy was like, no, one game gonna go by fast and shit, blah blah blah, like we could do 2 games, whatever. So she said, all right, cool. She said she like it's gonna be $80. So they like, all right, I guess they trying to like figure out how they going to split it or whatever. Obviously it should be 50-50 or whatever, but it's like, I don't know. Y'all probably going to think I'm shallow, but the way they was like scrambling for the money and pulling out little ass like 5s and 1s and shit like that, like I don't know, it was something about it that just gave like, it was something about it, y'all just had to be there. I don't know, but long story short, they ended up paying for the shit or whatever, the $80. So me and my friend, we there, but we don't got no socks on or whatever. Like we don't got no socks. So obviously, if we gonna put the bowling shoes on this shit, we need socks. We're not gonna put our bare feet in there or whatever. So basically, the girl so we like, you got socks. So she like, yeah, we got socks. So she basically like, they $2 a piece or whatever. So she's saying that they're $2 a piece. The niggas are standing right there. So I'm sitting there like, I'm looking at Kimmy. So I'm like, but they not saying nothing. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess I got tap my card or whatever. So I start pulling out my phone or whatever to tap, because I'm like, I'll tap this shit for a little ass $4. Like it ain't that deep or whatever. But finally, after a little minute, they finally started scrambling again, and then the boy had ended up pulling out a 5 or whatever, because we kind of was like, it was just like awkward. Long story short, y'all, fast forward, we get to the little lane or whatever that we in and shit. We get to the lane and shit, and the boy that I was with or whatever, he basically like, mind you, I should have put this together because I forgot that before we went, he did ask me like, what do we drink and shit like that. But the boy, he basically like, all right, like, yeah, we gonna make a rule to the game or whatever, like, if you get a gutter ball, like whoever get a gutter ball, you gotta take a shot for every time you get a gutter. So we like, all right, fuck it. So my friend, she like, oh, well, if we drink it, she like, I need to eat something because I'm hungry, whatever. So she ends up ordering food or whatever. The girl come over, she take her order and shit like that. She's ordering food, right? She's ordering food, and these niggas see her ordering food. So she orders her food. She end up ordering these tacos. They was only like $14 or some shit like that. So the girl, she basically like, like y'all would have to like start a tab or whatever. So as she's saying that, the niggas is right there. My whole thing is, why isn't it? My whole thing is, for one, you don't even have to start a tab if you got cash. Let's start there. If you got money and you're ready to pay for it right then and there, you don't have to start no tab or whatever. So she's saying she hungry, she want to order food, but nobody else is saying nothing. Like, she was like the only person in that moment that wanted to eat or whatever. But my whole thing is, y'all niggas hear my friend saying that she hungry, and y'all hear her ordering food. Long story short, the lady, she like, yeah, we gotta start the tab, whatever. But my friend, she like, she didn't have her card or whatever. So she like, can you just tap it, like just start the tab or whatever. So I'm going to tap my card, but I'm purposely taking long, because my whole thing is, that's not shit that I'm used to. If I'm out with a nigga, I don't have to do none of that. He's going to say, order what you want, get what you want, whatever. I don't even have to think twice, blink twice, nothing. He's going to be on it already, even if I'm opening up my mouth to say what the fuck I want. So I'm sitting there like fake scrambling with my phone, because I'm like about to tap my shit. But my whole thing is, you see me over here doing this. You just heard my friend saying she want to order food. Why is nobody saying nothing? Yo, do y'all know I tapped my card for my friend's shit and they let me do it and they didn't say nothing? She walked over to me and we just both look at each other. She said, I thought somebody was about to like offer to pay or something. I said, me too. She said, oh yeah, I don't like that. I said, me either. We both of them shit like, oh bitch, we about to leave. Like, what the fuck type time is y'all niggas on? I'm gonna have to do a part 2, yo, because it gets worse. Like, it really gets worse. This part probably didn't see on that bad, but I'm telling y'all, the shit gets worse, because it's like, huh? Like, what the fuck? Like, yo, these niggas be cash fishing, I'm telling y'all. But I'm about to do a part 2. Alright, y'all, so I'm back with part 2 of the date from hell from last night. So mind you, y'all know, I don't know if y'all know, but if y'all don't know, I'm a YouTuber. I'm going to put the more detailed version on my channel, because I'll be doing story times and shit on here. Just a little sidebar. Anyway, yeah, so She walked over to me and we like standing shoulder to shoulder. She said, I thought somebody was about to like offer to pay. So we both looking at each other like, yeah, bitch, I thought so too. Like, what the fuck is going on? Why do it keep taking me to like scrambling for my phone and shit for y'all? Like, y'all niggas just keep not, like, I don't know. It was weird. All right, cool. The niggas ain't say shit about the food, ain't nothing. They let my friend order it and let me tap my card for it to open the tab. Open the tab because I didn't pay for it right then and there. Okay, cool, right? Yo, so the game starts. So the order that it went in was my boy, her boy, me, and then her. Like, that was the order of the game or whatever. So my boy go first or whatever, and I think he I don't know if he got a gutter or if he got a miss. Either way, it was like one of the two turns that he had like missed the ball or whatever. He had no pins, he not no pins down. So all right, cool. He go to, it's time for him to take his shot because this the rule that he just made. So I see him go over to the bar, so I'm thinking he's going over to the bar to order a shot, y'all. I'm thinking he's going over to the bar to order a shot, but I'm not paying attention. So he come over, no, what the fuck happened? I guess when my like turn rolled around or something, he must have like took his shot while I wasn't looking because I did not see this dirty ass stunt that he pulled. I did not see it. I didn't pay attention to it and I didn't see it until it was my turn to take a shot. So long story short, it get to my turn and I end up getting a gutter because I suck, y'all. So he like, okay, we taking shots or whatever. So I'm like, okay, you say we taking shots. I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna go get my shot. Now, again, this is me, like, testing to see how fast you're gonna fucking move. Because, obviously, if I have to take a shot, you see me walking over to the bar to get a shot. Why are you not saying anything? Why are you not walking over there getting my shot for me? Why are you not paying? Like, I'm just very confusion, okay? So, as I'm at the bar or whatever, about to order a shot, he called me like, yo, like, what you doing or whatever. I turn around, I'm like, huh? I'm like, oh, he must be about to give me my money for my shot or whatever. Like, okay, cool, you doing what you supposed to do now. Yo, do y'all know that this nigga calls me back? Mind you, like I said, this butterfly door, stacks of money in the pictures, all this shit. Yo, do y'all know that when I walk back over to this motherfucking lane, this boy like, oh, he like, no, here. He got a bottle of liquor, right? Y'all think I'm talking about a real bottle? Yo, he had a fucking water bottle filled up with liquor. With Tito's. Ew. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's some little boy, dirty ass, broke ass shit. We're at a fucking bowling alley, bro. It's a bar here. You couldn't afford shots. So you brought a bottle of liquor, a water bottle of liquor into this bowling alley. So while I'm thinking he's over there ordering fucking shots, ordering his shot, the nigga's over there asking the bartender for empty cups. He's asking her for, matter of fact, look, I still got the cup in my car. He's asking the bartender for cups for his fucking bottle of liquor, his water bottle of liquor. Yo, me and Kimmy, oh shit, I ain't mean to say my bitch name, but it is what it is. When I tell y'all, me and her was texting each other the entire time we was there. Kimmy, yo, she was hot. I was hot. But she really was hot because she said, bitch, I was about to go to fuck the bed and you brought me out for this shit. I said, yo, she said, where the fuck you find these niggas? I said, yo, this is our first link up. I said, this nigga called me today, said he wanted to go somewhere. I said, fucking come on. Yeah, never the fuck again. Because we ain't even gonna get into that. Yo, the nigga had a water bottle filled up with liquor. Like some shit you do when you try to sneak it in a fucking club or a fucking movie theater or some shit. Like, but as a man, it's cool when girls do shit like that. We sneak liquor in places. As a man that's supposed to have money, what the fuck is you doing filling up a water bottle with liquor? You don't have no money. You can't buy no shots. You can't buy no drinks. This ain't my first drunk bowling date, but guess what? The last nigga I went with, come to find out when it was too late, that nigga was broke as fuck too. But guess what? When we was there, he was doing what the fuck he was supposed to do. He was spending money and buying drinks and buying this and buying that. Y'all niggas don't got no money for shots. I'm confusion. That shit turned me all the way off. Like, y'all know that when y'all be knowing, when y'all chilling with somebody, you just know this the last time this nigga is ever going to see my fucking face again. Like, never the fuck again. Like, never again. So cool. It's like, fuck it. We with the vibes now. We taking the shots in, which I probably shouldn't have been fucking doing, because, nigga, I don't know where the fuck you got that liquor from. I don't know if you got something in there. And then the first shot he took, I'm watching that nigga take it first, because, bitch, what the fuck is you trying? I don't know what the fuck y'all on. But now it's like just vibe twin at this point, because it was like, bitch, I know after this, I'm never seeing this nigga again. He's done. Done. Fast forward. Now I'm hungry. I'm fucking hungry. So I'm about to go order me some food. Again, these niggas watching me look at the menu. They're looking at me look at the menu. Go over the menu. I'm scanning the menu. These niggas is looking at the menu and shit like that. I cannot make this up. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm about to go order my food. Mind you, all of this shit is so awkward to me, because if I'm out with a man, if I'm out with a nigga, any nigga, I don't have to do all of this. Even the niggas that I call my brother, I wish they, like, nobody's ever going to make me feel that awkward to the point where I got a fake scramble for my phone to be like, is these niggas going to bust a move or what? I'm confused. So, walk over to the girl to order my food. Niggas still not saying shit. They watching this do every fucking thing. Niggas said, I'm just coming to pay for the game and pay for these $6 shoes, and that's the fuck it. Y'all bitches on your own after that. Figure it out. That's what it was on. That's what they was on. I go to the bar. I find the same girl or whatever. I order my food or whatever. I said I wanted some BDI, wanted a BDI quesadilla. Another meal that was only like $14 to $15. Kimmy shit, she got like fucking like $14 Korean tacos or some shit like that. I got a BDI quesadilla. Cool. $14 a piece, $15 a fucking piece, not shit, okay? Yeah, I'm ordering my food and shit. She put the order in. Again, I'm confused. Y'all keep watching this do shit and y'all not saying nothing. Y'all not doing nothing. Y'all not giving us the cash for nothing. Y'all not saying nothing. I'm so confused. So I look over and the girl, they no. I'm skipping the part. These niggas ordered they food at the same time as me. Like, the girl, she had one of them mobile joints. You know, the joint where it's like you could walk around and take the order on a little tap machine thing or whatever. That's what she was doing. So these niggas was ordering food, and I got up to like order my food, and I guess at the same time they was like ordering their food, and all I see was Kimmy texting me, like, she texted me saying all this shit, and she's like, no, bitch, come over here and order your shit with they shit. I turned around, these niggas is ordering food, like on their own little, like, they ordering food. Y'all see me over here ordering food. Y'all didn't say nothing. Y'all over here putting in your own order for food. Like, y'all over here putting in your own order for food. So I go over there. So the girl come to me after, and I see on her little tab thing, it's everybody food on my tab. The tab that I open. Yeah. I see everybody food on the tab that I opened when she said, can you tap for me because I don't got my card, whatever. I see everybody's food on that tab. I'm confused. So I told the girl, I said, hold on. I said, you said this a tab, right? I said, so all this about to be on my card? So she like, well, yeah, because such and such, whatever. I said, oh no. I said, no. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, please stop playing with me. So the girl, I'm like, no. I'm like, I don't want all that. Because now at this point, y'all done already rubbed me the wrong way y'all been rubbing me the wrong way all fucking day. Y'all done wasted my whole fucking day. Y'all done already rubbed me the wrong way. And it's like, I'm getting little signs. And y'all just give me the feeling that if we was out to eat at a restaurant, y'all niggas probably get up and down and dash or something and leave us with the check type shit. Like, it happened to bitches before. So I wouldn't be surprised if it fucking happened. That's the vibes that I get from y'all. At this point, it's giving very broke vibes. Okay? I'm gonna have to do a part 3. I'm about to record it right now. Like for part 3. So I'm back with part 3, y'all. So the girl, so I'm telling her, I'm like, no, get this shit off my tab. Ain't shit going on this tab. Cause my whole thing is, why the fuck y'all niggas not, like, why is nobody busting no type of move? Y'all waiting for us to do everything, and that's weird. That's making me feel uncomfortable, and it's making me feel awkward. Like, it's weird as fuck. And me and her just texting each other like, yo, what the fuck is up with these niggas? We ain't used to know shit like that. Is y'all cool? So The girl go over, and I can't hear exactly what she's saying, but she went over there and sat next to them, and I went and sat right next to her while she was explaining whatever the fuck she was explaining to them, nigga, this shit ain't going on this tab. I don't know what the fuck y'all on. So, long story short, I guess she was just on some shit like, yeah, so she don't want her on her tab, whatever. And she like, well, no, before that, she said she basically letting them know that I don't want all that shit on my tab or whatever. The friend started just shaking his head. Mad as shit. Shaking his head. Just shaking his head. Bitch, what the fuck is you so mad about? I'm confused. What you so mad about? Like, what? Why are you mad? You mad because I said get it off my tab? I shouldn't even have no fucking tab, bitch. Let's start there. You're mad because I didn't want the shit on my tab? Are you cool? Yo. So, after that, she just turned around and asked me, she like, well, what tab is like the tacos going on? Talking about my friend tacos, because my friend, you know, she ordered food way before everybody else. Like, she ordered food basically as soon as we got there type shit. So, that was what I had, did or whatever. So, she like, well, what tab is that going on? By the look on these niggas' faces, I just was like, I said, it don't matter. Like, I don't really care, because I didn't want to, like, I feel like if I would have said put it on their tab, and I probably would have cursed them the fuck out if they tried to make a face or something. Because at this point, I just feel like y'all dirty as shit, y'all broke as shit, and y'all don't have no fucking money. So at this point, I'm like, it don't even matter. Like, I'll pay for that, whatever. But bitch, y'all tripping if y'all think about to have all your shit on my tab. So long story short, somehow, some way, I added my shit to their tab. But I still ended up paying for my friend's stuff or whatever, because it was like, I didn't even want to make that a whole thing. But why is anything a whole thing when y'all supposed to be treating us to this whole fucking date? I'm so confused. So, like I said, the friend mad as shit, ugly as shit, shaking his head or whatever, talking about, like after the girl walked away, he like, oh, I think he was saying to the girl, like, yeah, because it don't matter because I'm paying for everything anyway. So why you not paying for it? Why are you not paying for it? Why is it taking for me to open up a tab and do all this shit for you to say, oh, I'm paying? You're not paying for nothing. No, the fuck you're not. You sitting there watching me and my friend order food. Y'all doing all type of weird ass, crumb ass shit. You're not paying for nothing. Yeah, because it don't matter because I'm paying for everything anyway. I was paying for everything. And no, the fuck you wasn't, bitch. No, the fuck you wasn't. Stop lying. You ain't got it. You ain't got the 15 for my meal or hers. Clock it. So that was that or whatever. After that, now the vibes is really off, because I think them niggas at least the friend probably must have wanted a free meal was saying. I think that was the finesse of saying, because after that, the vibes changed completely. Niggas was mad. I ain't gonna say too much that my boy was mad, but the friend was hot. Like, it was just like real weird. Like, the vibes was just off, and it was just like, why is the vibes off? Why are y'all making it weird? Because y'all broke. Why y'all like taking it out on us that y'all don't got no money? Like, I'm confused. So long story short, me and Kimmy is texting the whole entire time like, bitch, I ain't ready to go. Like, we about to run out of here, whatever. Long story short, we still bowling because we gonna finish the game. But at this point, I'm mad as shit because the nigga done bought 2 games. And I'm like, I feel like we already been here too fucking long with y'all. Like, no, I ain't mad as shit. Somehow, some way, on like my last turn, you know how like when you bowling, if you don't get a strike, like if you knock some pins down, then some more, then you basically get 2 turns in 1 turn type shit. When I was in the middle of taking like my second turn, the fucking lane, I don't know, like is the lanes timed or something? I don't know. The fucking lane had like cut off and like it went black and like the game basically ended. So we didn't even finish the game. It just ended type shit. I did not remind them of their second fucking game. I wanted to fucking go. We didn't even say we was leaving that for me. And we just started putting our shoes on this shit. And yeah. So, do y'all know that so what happened was, Kimmy was trying really, she wasn't even trying, get him no heads up. Like, she like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta go to the bathroom too. So I'm getting my shoes or whatever, but I had left my food on the table because I was gonna come back and get it. She said, oh no, you're not taking your food to the bathroom. So in my head, I'm cracking up because I'm like, oh, this bitch trying to really just dust these niggas. Like, I'm cracking the fuck up. So we go to the bathroom. And we come back, but the whole time we bid, I'm like, bitch, these niggas probably took my fucking food. Like, I know they taking it. She like, yeah, they about to eat it on the way home. Like, we bid, and like, niggas is broke as shit, yo. So we get back to the table and shit. So we just like, oh yeah, we about to leave, whatever. Now, I don't know if this happened before we went to the bathroom or after we went to the bathroom. Bitch, do y'all know that the girl is coming to like charge the tab, like for them to pay their tab or whatever. And I don't know which one of them it was. I low-key feel like it was my boy, but my back was turned. So all I did, I heard him say it, but I didn't see who said it. But I think it was my boy. Like by the voice, I think it was him. Do y'all know these niggas go to pay for the tab? Now, mind you, I told y'all I paid for my friend's stuff, but with their tab, it was my food and both of their food. Like my food and the two boys or whatever. So, do y'all know, I hear one of them saying to the girl, talking about, well, wait, where them quesadillas at? Basically asking, like, what tab is them quesadillas on? Yo. Why the fuck do it matter what tab the quesadillas is on? You worry about what my case, so you don't even want to pay for my food? Yo. This Mr. Butterfly Doors. Butterfly Doors. He got the butterfly doors in the bed. I'm confused. You got that shit on in every picture. Yeah, everybody hyping you. Yeah, he really got money. Yeah. This and that. It's always the ones that get hyped up that don't got shit. Oh my fucking God. You gonna ask this bitch, this girl, this lady, where the quesadillas at? My quesadillas? You made my quesadillas is on your tab or something? You mad or something? Like, I'm confused. Why do it matter where the quesadillas at? Why do it matter? Yo. It gets worse. Yo, when I tell you, I'm like, all right, I'm like, yeah, we about to leave. She gotta get up real early for work. I'm like, yeah, we out, whatever. We skating, bye. I'm telling Kimmy, I'm in Kimmy ear like, go. Bitch, when I tell y'all we ran out there fucking bowling alley, we ran so fucking fast that I left with the shoes by accident. I left with the fucking bowling shoes by accident. That's how fast we were trying to get the fuck out of there, away from them niggas. I guess in the car, I looked to my right. I said, yo, I took the shoes. I opened my door. I just threw the fucking shoes in the bushes. Like, I ain't trying to take your shit. Y'all can have your fucking shoes, but I'm not going back in that place. No, I don't want to cross that. We leaving. We're out. Like, no. Bitch, we got in that car and was fucking gagging. And it's still not over. It's only going to be it's only going to be one more part. But like, yeah, I'm probably about to I'm about to just do the part 4 now. But long story short, we ended up running out that fucking bowling alley so fast, I took the fucking shoes with me. Didn't mean to do that. I said, yo, these niggas, yo. I'm probably going to show y'all the messages between me and my friend because that shit was so fucking funny. Actually, hold on, I'm about to. Yo, I'm cracking up. So this the messages. This us texting while we there. She going to text me talking about the liquor in the bottle is annoying me already. I said, bro, never again. Actually, very much blocked after this. The fuck. She said he looking at the menu for himself. I said, crack the fuck up, yo, date from hell. She said, no, come order. This when I had went to the bar to order my stuff. She said, no, come order when he ordered. I'm not even playing. And I turned around and this nigga really was ordering food without me. She said, watch this. I said, and we were just talking. So I'm saying never again. So she like, oh, I thought y'all was the same age. She said, I'm irked. She said, so irked. So it's over. So I texted, I said, it's supposed to be a second game. I'm not reminding them. She said, no, I want to go. I done put my shoes on and everything. So then that's when I put my shoes on and we just went to the bathroom. But yeah, yo, I'm about to do the last part because it's still going on. It was still going on after that, I meant. So, all right, yo, I'm back with part 4 of the date from hell. So we leave, we run, we did a dash on them niggas. So I'm gonna say about 30 minutes fucking passed, and I guess that's when their guilt started to kick in. Them niggas knew we was gonna talk about them. 30 minutes passed. 30 minutes passed, and the boy finally decides to call me. Now at this point, we still in the car. My friend's still in the car with me or whatever. So I answer the phone, so I'm like, hello. So he like, yeah, hold on or whatever. So I guess at this point, him and a friend is separated at this point or whatever. So So the friend must have told him like tap me in on a phone call or whatever. So we on 3-way. So the friend, like, mind you, all this time went by at this point. If you really felt the way, or if you didn't feel so guilty, or whatever the case may be, I feel like you would have called, and you would have called immediately after we left, or you would have said something while we was there. That shit sat with y'all, and y'all started thinking like, oh no, like, yeah. So anyway, they called or whatever, and the friend like, yeah, so what was all that about, and and I don't understand why we had to get separate tabs. We didn't have to, boo. You made it that way. Y'all said y'all made it so fucking weird. He basically was like, yeah, because I was paying for everything anyway. No, you were not. You were not paying for everything. Then goes to tell us, this is how I know you wasn't fucking paying for everything, bitch. Goes to tell us, yeah, because we just got into it real bad with the people at the place because they tried to charge us for my friend food. So, y'all got into it with them after we left. Y'all got into it, so mind you, Kim, my friend, she like, yeah, she like, because she like, Ming already paid for it. Like she paid for it. So like, how are they trying to charge us for something? And they like, yeah, that's what we saying. And they trying to charge us again. Yo, first of all, y'all fucking lying. Second of all, if they was trying to charge y'all for her food, what the fuck is the issue? Like, you really bitching over some $14 tacos? You saying that y'all just got into it real bad over the people because they tried to charge y'all for this and that and all this other shit? Now, granted, I do understand, because if I pay for it, why is you trying to charge? But that don't even matter. They was complaining as if like it was yo. So complaining about almost having to pay for her food or whatever. I'm just so like baffled at this point. Like, long story short, the friend basically trying to explain himself like, yeah, it was never about the tab, it was never about paying, I was gonna pay for everything. So why didn't you? And she basically started chopping him. She like, what you don't understand is this not what the fuck we used to. Anytime, if we gonna go out with a nigga, it's not even nothing to be discussed. Like, there's no reason why y'all both sat there and watched us order food and y'all didn't pay for the shit. Y'all didn't say nothing, y'all didn't give us no cash, y'all talking about the tab. Then this what this dumbass nigga gonna say. Yeah, cause y'all fucking with some hood niggas, and we some hood niggas, and you know a lot of hood niggas don't got cards. Who? Mine do. So, I'm confused. What hood niggas don't got cards? Granted, I know some people don't, but it's 2020 fucking 6. I don't care if you the fucking biggest drug. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I can't even say it. But my whole thing is, y'all talking about, oh yeah, because so to open a tab you needed a card, and to do that you would have had to add a card anyway. So it still would have been one of y'all that would have had to add the card on the tab anyway, because neither one of us had cards. Ew. And like my friend said yesterday, bitch, don't invite me out. If you don't got a debit card, credit card, even a fucking EBT card, nigga, don't say shit to me, okay? Don't say nothing to me. And then you fucking lie because I sat there and watched y'all pay for your food with tab. I watched a friend do it. So, and on top of that, like I said, if you have money and you're paying right then and there, a tab don't exist. You don't have to open no tab. So what we talking about? Y'all was playing the game. Long story short, my friend started blanking on him and she hung up on him, and another like 5 to 10 minutes passed. They called back again. Now, why do y'all keep feeling the need to explain yourself? This nigga popping it talking about, yeah, cause niggas got 15,000. Like, y'all ain't fucking with no broke niggas. We got 15,000. Where's that though? Y'all niggas don't got 15,000. Y'all, what? Stop fucking playing with me, yo. Stop playing with me. Y'all niggas don't got 15,000. Y'all probably don't even know what that shit feel like. Y'all broke as shit. Broke as shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, yeah, niggas got 15,000. So my friend ends up hanging up and she ended up getting out the car. I drop her off or whatever. They calls back again. This is how you know they feel guilty and they know that we was about to go fucking talk about them, because why do y'all keep calling, feeling the need to explain yourself if y'all feel like y'all didn't do nothing wrong? This is all shit that should have been said there, or better yet, nothing should be said, because y'all should have been knowing how to fuck to carry it. So they basically called back. So the boy like, yeah, no, call her back, because something, and I don't know how it is between y'all two talking about me and my boy. He like, but if it was a chance of me and her doing, possibly going out again, like, Nan was just gonna be with, bro, why you think she wanna go out with you? You true, first of all, and you broke. And while he was there, he was trying to ask her for a second date. She said, I'm not going out with you. She said, you don't want, she said, you want to know why? He said, oh, I didn't know it was why. She said, yeah, it's a why. And then, I don't know, whatever happened, she basically, I don't know. But long story short, nigga, if you ain't know the why, you know now. Yeah. So, that was that or whatever. Y'all, this how you know they was salty as shit and trying to over-explain themselves. Like, y'all waited till 30 minutes later to call us. Like, y'all was trying to think of what to say because y'all know y'all fucked up. And fucked up literally, too. In real life. Them pockets is fucked up. And she was just chopping him, and he was, like, talking over her and, like, yelling over her, trying to explain. It's nothing to talk about, sir. Y'all know this shit was done, because y'all ain't had no money for the fun. Y'all ain't had no fucking money, no pay, nothing. Nothing. Them butterfly doors, yeah, it's all made up. That shit was AI. No, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how much people tell me that a nigga got money. Fuck out of here. So the funny part, so I ended up telling my friend what happened or whatever. Then when she ended up texting me like, what you doing? I'm like, bitch, I just got off a date with this fucking nigga that you tried to set me up with, bitch. And I'm telling her everything, and she like, oh my God. She said, no, I'm getting pranked right now. She like, he embarrassing me. Yo, I was cracking the fuck up because, yo, she was vouching for this nigga so hard. She like, no, I go out with him all the time. Like, no, they really got da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I said, first of all, I don't even know if I said it in the first part, but the first red flag, for real, before any words, I'm on FaceTime with you. I don't know if I said it already, but like, why the fuck is the roof of your car dirty as shit? It's dirty as shit. I don't know no get money nigga that's walking around with a dirty roof. And like I said, I try to give him the benefit of the doubt because I'm like, maybe he one of them niggas that be switching in and out. He driving his little lemon or whatever right now because that's, you know, when you, I don't know what he is or, you know, I don't know too much of his business, but I'm like, maybe he's swapping out shit like that. Maybe that ain't his shit. I don't know, but roof dirty as shit. Like, dirty as shit. That was the first sign right there. And it's like, we both had a bad feeling and then we both still went. Like, but I'm glad I didn't suffer by myself. But yo, like, what? These niggas is crazy. Like, crazy. So this is how you know he was guilty, because my friend basically posted on her fence and was like, who got some, you know, tree or whatever. And she said he never responded to me. She said he just responded to me and he want me to meet him and all this other shit. I said that's because he feel guilty and he trying to check your temperature to see if I said anything or mentioned anything to you about it. So as I'm telling her shit, she pulled up on her. She said, oh my God. She said, can I say something to him? I want to say something to him. Da-da-da. I'm like, don't even say nothing. But it's just so funny because that guilt was eating them the fuck up. Y'all know y'all was dead ass wrong. Then all of a sudden you want to meet up with my friend. She said you don't never comment on her shit, never nothing. Then you just got so much to say. You're trying to explain yourself. You trying like overly explaining yourself. He knew not to call my phone again. And I'm blocking him anyway. I don't give a fuck. We straight unfollowed them niggas. Yeah, it's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to talk about, babe. It's nothing to talk about. Nothing to talk about, babe. But yeah, that was the story time of the fucking date, double date from fucking hell. And leave me the fuck alone, because I just don't want none of y'all niggas. Leave me the fuck alone. Y'all don't be talking about shit. Y'all don't be on shit. That's why I stay to myself. Like, I just want to date myself. Like, y'all niggas is ew. Like, ew. Like, just, I don't know. But yeah, that was the story time, y'all.
Do you guys want to hear my story? It was a date from hell, y'all. A date from hell. First off, the lady at my job, she hooks me up with her son. She like, yeah, my son is a nice man. He know how to take care of his women. Wah, 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 wah. Okay, that's fine. Boom. So our first date, he like, you think that you could pick me up? I'm like, pick you up? He like, yeah, because I've been drinking. Right there, red flag. I'm like, all right. So I waited 2 hours to pick this man up. I called him. I'm like, it been 2 hours. You think you sobered up? You think you could drive? He was like, nah, I'm still kind of tipsy. I'm like, all right, whatever. That was another red flag. Nigga, you lying. I pulls up on him. He stays in the suites, the weekly. Another red flag. He takes 5 minutes to come outside. Another red flag. He comes outside in a cardboard cowboy hat. And tell me, you like me, what I look like? He just all excited about what he looked like he's some female or something. Then I gets out to hug him and his stomach was so hard, y'all. It was like it pushed me. Ugh. Okay? Then we get to the bowling alley. He got the money for the bowling alley. Thank God. So I tell him that I want to get some snacks. So he like, okay. He swipes his card for some snacks, y'all. Tell me why I declined. He didn't even swipe it the second time or use another card. He just immediately turned around, looked me in my eyes, and was like, I grabbed the wrong card. You think that you can swipe your card? You better be lucky everything on this list is mine. Because he didn't want nothing on the snack list. So I ended up swiping. It was like $16. I ended up swiping my card. Red flag, another red flag. Boom. After that, he's drunk, right? So when it's time for him to roll the ball, his whole butt come out, y'all. I'm talking about whole plumber butt. Whole plumber butt. So I leans over to the side and I quietly tell him, like, you know your butt is out? Can you pull up your drawers, or are they too little? Like, what's going on? He looks me in my eyes and he says, oh, ain't nothing wrong with showing a little butt. What the fuck? I didn't know if the camera's gonna pop out at this point. I'm like, cameras? He's like, you seem irritated. Your booty out. Not even a female, your booty out. Boom. So I eat my little snacks. It ended up being like some little wings. I didn't eat them all, so I left them on the table. So on our way leaving, y'all, why he picks up my food, my to-go food, and take it home with him? I said, you taking it home with you? He was like, yeah, if you don't want it, I'll take it. You didn't even pay for it. You gonna just eat my leftovers off the table? Oh, you ain't got no money. Then, on top of that, when he asked me to pick him up, he said, park next to my car. I parked next to his car, y'all. It's like, this car ain't ran in 20 years. It had dust on top of it. That car don't run. That's why you needed a ride. So, the next day I go to work, and his mom see me, and she like, so how did it go with you and my son? I was like, girl, your son came outside drunk. She was so embarrassed. But I had to tell her. I don't care. So now everything is just so awkward with me and her now. Like, girl, you knew your son was a bum, right? Or did you not know that? Because I'm her. Period. And you knew that. That's why you try to cop gravy with your son. But he's a bum. Then she gonna say, girl, he need to lay down that bottle. So you knew he was on the bottle?
Don't play with me. I can bust this on your head right now. I can bury you outside and nobody will know that I did it. I met this guy through Instagram. He just messaged me and we started talking. We talked for about, I think 2 months. Yeah, it was like 2 months before I saw him for the first time. So this guy doesn't live close. He lives hella far, actually, like in a different city. One day I was at home and I had nothing to do. He messaged me. He was like, yeah, can I take you out to do something? He said, I'm gonna drive to your city after work, so I'll be there quite late. What can we do? That's actually the first red flag. Like, if you want to see me, come with a plan. Like, what do you want us to do? Basically, there's this arcade that just opened in my city. We can go there. It's open till like 1 o'clock at night. And he was like, perfect, I'm on my way. Second red flag, he was hella late. He was hella late and he was coming up with excuses. Back then, I wasn't that annoyed that he was late because, like I said, I was at home anyways. I wasn't doing anything. When he finally arrived, I got downstairs in the car. Huge mistake I made was I gave this guy my full address. Like, oh my God, it's fucking fly. So I gave this guy my full address. Ladies, if you start dating, never do this. This guy, like a couple blocks away, the wrong number, I don't know what, but never give that guy the full address. Mind you, he's never been in my city before. So I asked him, do you know the way? He was like, yeah, I'll find it. I told him, if you want, I can put the address in your phone, like GPS. He's like, no, I'll find it. He put an address in his phone where we were going, and he kept making the wrong turn. Sir, how do you not know when to turn left? Like, huh? Oh, something I forgot. Before we were going to the arcade, we were gonna go get some drinks in a cafe, restaurant, bar, something like that. The cafe was closed by this time because he was late and he kept making the wrong turns. There was a night shop at the corner and he asked me like, yeah, can you go get something for me? Can you go get something to drink? Excuse you? I mean, it's not the worst thing ever, but I mean, like, on a first date, why do you, I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's weird. He did give me his card. Better, because I was not gonna pay for that man. So he did give me the card and I went to the night shop and I bought us some drinks. This was my cue to go. This was my opportunity just to book an Uber and go home. I ignored my intuition and I just got back in the car. And this guy proceeded to tell me, yeah, I'm actually really tired. I think I'm just gonna go back to your like area where you live. So the date is just you driving us to the night shop? Is that the date? I just said, okay, and we went. I know. You have like quiet neighborhoods as well. So he just drove up there and we just, talked in the car. Like, yeah, let's play a game. The game he wanted to play was he puts on a song and we have to guess which song that is. I love to play games. I love any type of games, everything. So I'm very competitive and I was starting to win. I got a few song rights or whatever. This man started to get mad. Oh, you're not giving me enough time to guess the song. Da, 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 da. But that's not how the game works, sir. He's starting to get mad. And he's like, yeah, that's wrong with the people from your city. Me, I'm a very sarcastic person. Very, very sarcastic. So I thought that this guy was laughing, that he was making jokes. He was like, yeah, that's what's wrong with you guys in the city. Da, 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 da. I'm gonna just tell you where this guy is from. He's from Charleroi. If you're from Belgium, you know. What is it doing? There's nothing to do there. So I was laughing. I was like, yeah. And you, your city is so this, nothing to do, boring. He looked me dead in the eyes. Never talk bad about my city again. Okay, that was so fucking weird. Are you the mayor? Sir, you have a key to the city? I'm confused. I forgot a major detail. Sometimes when I won, he would punch me on my arm, but not hard or anything, just don't know. And then he would, thinking about this is so crazy. He wouldn't punch me hard. I thought he was playing, but he would punch me sometimes. And then he would be like, yeah, I know people who can really get messy. Mind you, I thought this man was trying to flirt with me or whatever. I don't know what I was thinking. I basically proceeded to tell him, don't think that I don't know people. I know people too. I was trying to act out tough or whatever. I don't fucking know. This guy, actually, I have to put this down for a second. This guy proceeded to look me dead in the eye. He grabbed a hammer from beneath his chair, a crusty, dusty, old, musty ass hammer. And he told me, don't play with me. I can bust this on your head right now. I can bury you outside and nobody will know that I did it. He was like, bah, bah, bah. That's what I'm gonna do to you. That is what I'm gonna do to you if you keep playing. No, baby. Shit was getting serious. This man was dead ass. He was serious. This time I knew I needed to get the hell out of that car. I needed to ASAP. No Rocky. I even asked him, can you drive me back? And I was like, why do you want to go? I said, yeah, it's getting late. I don't want to stay. I want to go. This guy looked at me and he said, so I drove all the way to your city and you're not even going to do nothing with me? Not even going to touch me? I beg your pardon? What? No. Rewind. What? The night was not crazy enough. This guy is asking me stupid nonsense things. I was so confused. It was my cue to hop out of that car. And that's what I did, girl. I hopped out of the car and I started walking. He started following me around. So he drove right next to me while I was walking back home. He kept telling me, get back in the car, get back in the car. And I said, no, I don't want to get back in the car. You're freaking me out. He's like, yeah, give me a kiss. I was like, no, sir, no, the hell? He parked the car right in front of me. He looked at me and he had this look in his eye. I just knew that man was gonna drag me into his car. Not even to be funny, that man was gonna drag me into his car. God is real. God is real, because by that moment, the moment he just drove in front of me, the police drove by and they were looking at us. And he saw the police, he drove right off. He left and I was like, hey, thank God. I don't even know what was gonna happen if the police was, God forbid. I don't even want to think about that. But I was so scared that he was waiting on me at my house because, like I said, I gave him my full address. Stupid me. Luckily, by the time I got home, he was gone. He wasn't outside my door. I got back home, blocked him immediately on all platforms. I think a month later, I went to the club. There he was. He was standing there looking at me, hella mad. And I was mad confused, why is you mad? He looked hella mad at me and I was like, no. This guy is so scary. I just left. I went to the table and enjoyed my night. He was so scary. If you're watching, you weird. You're real weird. That's why I would never date guys from Belgium again. God forbid.
Story time on how I just went on the worst first date of my life ever. This is I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, honestly. So I went out with one of my coworkers yesterday. So I thought it was a safe bet. It's somebody who I've built banter with. We've had a relationship, so it's we was close. Her birthday is today. So I decided, let me just go ahead and actually take her on a date. Like I said, we've been flirting around the office, so it just made sense. All right, cool. So I invite her to the date. But I invite her on Wednesday. I say, hey, I want to take you out on Friday. So this is something we already had planned. She knew about it. Cool. Friday comes. I go into work. I'm expecting to see her. She's not there. She doesn't come to work that day. So I don't really overthink it, but I am thinking like, okay, if she's not coming to work, kind of like changes the plans a little bit. But again, I don't stress it. She calls me once the day is about to be over and she says, oh, are we still going out? Where do you want to meet? Asking me about the plans. Mind you, she already knew the plans, but cool. I have no problem with reiterating the plans. I say we're going to meet at such and such spot at 5:30. All right, cool. That's a mutual time for both of us because we work at the same job. I know what time she gets off from work. We're off at the same time, so it's easy for us to meet in this middle place at the same time. I get there, they're at 5:30. Happy hour is going on. I'm waiting. She doesn't show up until 6 o'clock. Happy hour ends at 6. But mind you, because I see that she's late, I'm like, all right, let me go ahead and order things for the table. I order 2 red wines and I order some calamari. All right, cool. She doesn't get there until 6 o'clock. As soon as she gets there, she sits down. She's complaining about the drink that I ordered her. But mind you, this is happy hour, so it's kind of like you missed it. I was trying to like do you a favor and get you something, whatever. All right, so she's complaining about the drink that I got her. She said that the calamari tastes frozen. She's complaining to the server. Mind you, this is off the sit down. The server just so happens to be a Hispanic guy. He has people beside him. I'm so sorry this is a long story. It was such a long night, and I was so embarrassed. He has people beside him who specifically asked for him. So they're speaking in Spanish to each other. She complains to the bartender about him speaking in Spanish because we don't understand Spanish. The conversation was not meant for us. He was talking to somebody else. It was not meant for us. She turns to me and she says, it's probably a drug deal going on. All right, I feel like that kind of shifted the entire night for me because why would you just judge these people like that? The complaining about the food, the complaining about the Spanish speaking, then saying that he's a drug dealer. Okay, all right. Oh my gosh, it's so much to the story. So now we're drinking. We're drunk at this point. It's time to order food. So the guy brings us the menu. The girl doesn't eat. She said, I want what the people have beside us. All right, cool. That's what she says. I want what the people had beside us. That's what the man did. He put in an order. He bought the order out. She said, this doesn't look like what they had beside us. The steak isn't as big as their steak. I don't eat too much steak, but I feel like skirt steaks are all one size because that's what it is. Or they might be different, but you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to be identical. She complained. She told the man this is not what she wanted. They got into a back and forth argument. She called the manager over to the table. Now her and the manager are going at it. The server, like the bartender, is trying to talk to her. She said, don't talk to me. Now, mind you, this is a place that I go often. This is a place that I frequent because I enjoy this place. I go to the bar so much. So now it's like you're a reflection of me at this point. All right, so cool. She complained. The manager is like, I'll give you guys free drinks. He gave us free drinks and he gave us I think like a free dessert, a dessert that I didn't ask for. Like I didn't want it. Like this is on her. Like she's complaining at this point. All right, cool. So the night is over. The guy, the bartender who always talks to us is not talking to us or who always talks to me is not talking to me at this point. So when I go to the bathroom, I have a moment with him and I apologize for her behavior, because I was embarrassed. I'm still so embarrassed. If you see this video, again, I'm still so embarrassed. I hated how she treated you. I hated how the night went. And it just makes it even worse because this is a person who I have to see every single day at work. I will never be taking her out on a date again. And I'm just going to end here. It was terrible. A bad experience.
Story time about how a guy I was dating was playing in my face and I got the iPad out for receipts. Okay, backstory. This guy and I have known each other in person because we went to college together and he would always see me on campus. He was a year above me. Okay, he would always see me on campus. We had each other on Instagram and he has allegedly asked me out on a couple of dates and I dubbed every single one of them according to him. I personally don't remember this, but when I was in college, I used to focus. So he's basically always hitting me up and nothing came out of it. Anyway, fast forward to, I think last month, he started hitting me up again because as you guys know, I told the internet I'm single. So I guess the guy was like, okay, like this is my chance to shine. He basically had DM'd me and was like, okay, can I take you out on a date? Like you have had me waiting for like 2-3 years. I was bored, so I'm like, okay, F it. Let me let this guy take me out on a date. I'm still young. I still want to have fun, and I don't have a problem with him. Like, he's attractive. So, guys, I had to go get my hair done because I was doing content for a page, and I told him, like, I don't know if I'm going to be back. But he was, like, literally waiting on me. He was like, okay, if you come back in time, like, I still want to take you out on a date. I'm giving him points because as soon as I got back home, like, he was not stressing me out. He was like, okay, I'm going to send you a car. He sent me a car to pick me up from my house all the way to the end of the city, which is where our date was. I also felt a little bad because I showed up late to the date, obviously, because I had my hair done. I had to come home. I had to shower, do my makeup, and the kitchen for the restaurant closed at 9. I got to the restaurant at 9:15. He was so sweet though, and everything went fine. We sat at the bar and we just talked. And when I tell you guys, our conversation was so good. Like, I was not even expecting to like this guy, but just because we were talking and vibing and I got to know so much about him, like, it was great. I also need to mention that he was very well off. He works in a hospital and he has a very high paying job, but not only does he do that, he also owns a business that is very lucrative. So we were vibing and everything went well. And after that spot, I wanted to go to another spot because I'm like, the date is great, but I also had not eaten anything the whole day because, like I said, I was out doing content. I rushed home and then I had to get ready for the day. So we go from Manhattan and he drove to our date. So he ends up driving us from that restaurant in Manhattan to Queens. Now, if you guys don't know, Queens has a lot of nice lounges and I wanted to kind of relax and vibe. I didn't want to go anywhere too crazy and we had already just come from a rush. So we end up going to this lounge in Queens. He wanted to go to one spot, but it ended up closing. So we went to this other spot neither of us had been to. It was a really classy spot. And as soon as we got there, like, they literally sat us in a private section. So it was literally me and him in this private section by ourselves. A couple other points that I gave him for the date was, like, he was spending. So the drinks that we had gotten in the Manhattan bar, like, I looked at the check and, like, he spent money on them. Then when we got to this next spot, he was basically like, okay, like, order whatever you want. Like, they even came and was asking us if we wanted deluxe specials for certain stuff. And he was like, well, if it's better, just give that to us. So we literally, like, ordered whatever we want. He wasn't worried. And then the conversation here was also really good. Y'all, when I would tell you, I went home and I told my homegirls, like, that was, like, one of the best first dates I've ever been on. And I was like, okay, like, I didn't like this guy before, but, like, just because that date was so good, let me just give him a chance. I'm gonna text him and just see where this goes. So we would text every day. He would call me here and there. But as usual, the reason why I tell people I don't date is because I feel like I'm in a place in my life where men usually get upset at me because I'm not as clingy. I don't want to talk all day. I have things to do and I just can't see you all the time. So he would want to ask me out on dates from here and there. And I just had things to do. I also didn't text him that much. So one time he texted me, I'm going to pull out the receipts. And he was like, I feel like you not effing with me no more. I said, says the guy that don't text because we don't be texting, so I don't be thinking anything of it. He goes, I worked last night. I was sleeping in the day, but you've been texting me differently. Vibe is off. Let me know when you got time to talk. Whatever. So as you know, I told him I'm on the phone with my sister and I'll call you before I go to bed. Like, I wasn't worried about really speaking to him because, look, you're not about to press me and I don't have a problem with you. Why you got a problem with me? Time goes on. We're texting here and there and he's trying to plan a date with me. And like I said, I'm always very, very busy. So I'm like, okay, like, whatever. Like, after a while, I'm like, okay, let me go on another date with this guy. I don't want him to think like I'm a complete bitch. So he wanted to go to this place called Frames in New York City, which is like a popular bowling place. The thing that I did not like about this one specific date, and we were on the phone when we spoke about it, he wanted to go at like 11 p.m. And the only reason I agreed to it was, one, I had mad content and things to do during the day. And two, he works, like I said, he has a job in a hospital. He also owns a business. So he had gotten out of work late that day and he also wanted to go to the gym. And I didn't want to stop him from going to the gym because I knew that he canceled going on the gym for our first date. And I'm not the type of person to stop people from their motion. All right, like again, he sends me a car for our date, but this time the communication was kind of bad because I told him I'm going to be ready by 10. He literally was not texting me back. So I'm like, okay, like, is date canceled? He goes, oh, I was waiting for you to be ready. I told you I was going to be ready by 10. So what was you waiting for? Like, text me, call me, whatever. So once the car gets to my house, I literally call him because I want to see, like, I know that I live closer to the city than he does. Anyway, I call him when I'm getting in my car. Why I hear this man, he's still in his house. So in my head, the math isn't mathing up because you take longer to get there. So if you're still in your house and I'm on my way, that means I'm going to get there before you. I'm already annoyed. But the thing that really annoyed me about that was when I called him and I was listening to this guy, he was eating. So now I'm confused because we're about to go on a date. What are you eating? Why are you chewing on the phone? Why haven't you left the house? I'm like, what's going on? He's like, oh, like, I'm just eating some pizza. And I'm tight because you just came from the gym. You're not even eating something healthy. So I'm like, okay, like, he's eating pizza. We're supposed to go on a date. He's going to be full. Like, I'm just annoyed that he's getting there late. I end up getting to the bowling place. Mind you, we planned this date really late. So we didn't even have reservations. So that was another reason that it got me upset that he was showing up late because we needed to get there on time to see if we can get an alley. Guys, I get to Frames and I'm literally sitting there at the bar by myself waiting for this man. Now, if anybody knows me, y'all know I do not like to wait on people. I'm not a patient person. That's one thing I'm praying to God to help me with. So the fact that he kept asking to go out on another date and I gave him the chance and he showed up late, that was pissing me off. He gets to the date and he's apologetic, but then after a while he's like, oh, like, I don't know why you're upset or like why your vibe is off. I already said I'm sorry. Excuse me, sir. So I'm like, well, you know, you still messed up on the date. Like, obviously you said you're sorry, I accept your apology, but I'm still not in the best mood. This man then goes to try and manipulate me, talking about, oh, I'm living in the past. Then we go into a whole argument because I really was telling him, like, I'm a whole psychiatric nurse. You're never gonna manipulate me out of my feelings. What you did was wrong. I'm going to move on from it, but don't sit here and act like, oh, I said sorry and all is forgiven. Anyways, we're just sitting at the bar. All the lanes is closed. I can't even get a bowling thing. I'm upset because now I'm wearing a really cute outfit that I wasted on this date. I'm like, okay, whatever. Then I'm telling him like I'm hungry, but he's not making moves for us to go get food. Why is he doing that? Obviously because he ate the pizza before he came to see me. Whatever. So eventually we're like, okay, I'm like, okay, I want to go. And the other reason why I was really, really upset, y'all, if he sees this, it's whatever. The other reason I was really upset was because some other guy wanted to take me out, and I'm not even gonna lie, I prefer hanging out with that guy. And I'm like, okay, like, let me not be mean because this guy has been trying to take me out on a date. So I canceled on that guy to come on this date. Whole time I'm sitting there by myself. And I was even more upset because that guy I canceled on was basically like, oh, like, have fun on your date, like, I wish I was with you instead, like, blah blah blah. Like, he was just saying nice things to me, and I was like, man, I just picked the wrong guy tonight. Anyway, so I was hungry. We end up leaving, and I'm like, yo, like, I need to leave because at this point he came late to the date. I'm hangry, I'm annoyed, I need to eat. We end up just picking up some food in the city, and we eat in the car. It was fine. I got home, but I was just annoyed because the other guy, like, I know I would have had such a better time hanging out with that guy. Anyway, this is not even the bad parts of the story. I'm just giving y'all the back tea. Let me bring the iPad back out. So basically we were texting, and then randomly one day he's like, oh, like, I'm gonna go to Santorini, Greece. And I'm like, okay, like, whatever, last minute trip, like, I get that because I'm the type of person to take a last minute trip. But he was like, oh, like, my boys wanted to go and I wasn't sure if I wanted to go, so I'm just gonna pick up and go. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. I had toodaloo, have fun. So before he goes on the trip, he texted me like, I'm not liking your energy, you get me tight. You said you had work this week, come to Seattle with me, because he's going to Seattle. I nobody want to go to Seattle. Seattle is rainy and cold. So the reason he was saying that was because he just picked up and went on a trip, and he knows, like, as a nurse, I have mad time to go on a trip. And I'm like, okay, like, whatever. I was like, da 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 da. I was just chatting, and he was just like saying he was tight at me because, like, he wanted me to go to Seattle. I don't want to go to Seattle. You're literally in Santorini, Greece. Why are you bringing up Seattle to me? Not that I was gonna go on that trip regardless, but it was just annoying to me. Anyway, fast forward, you guys know, like, I'm minding my business because, as I keep saying, I don't really care about this man because I'm not in a place to want to be in a relationship. So he's posting on his trip. Okay, whatever. We don't talk for a couple of days. I don't care, like I keep saying. But then I'm realizing he's posting on his trip, and everything he's posting is just videos and pictures of himself. Now, I know I'm pretty, but I ain't dumb. So I'm like, nah, if he's on a boys trip, you know how guys are. First of all, I don't even like men that have social media, which is one of the reasons I really, really didn't even like him. But if you on a boys trip, I know how boys be. Y'all be posted up with each other. So I'm confrontational, and I literally text him, and I go, you on a trip with a BITCH or something? Yo, yeah, I'm mad at serious because I really just texted that, didn't care. I'm like, okay, let me ask him straight up. Why this man go and text me, I'm with my ex and 3 other friends? Y'all, this man literally is in Santorini, Greece with his ex-girlfriend. Mind you, he's in that place with his ex-girlfriend. Why he been trying to talk to me, getting upset that I don't have time to go on dates, getting upset that I don't be texting him, I don't be communicating, we don't talk. Whole time he on a trip with his ex. Like, you see why I do what I want to do regardless? And I tell you, I texted him back. I was like, LMAO, because I actually thought it was so funny. I was literally at the gym when I saw that message, and I was showing everybody my text messages. And it was really so funny to me because this guy really was going to try and play in my face. And it's like, yo, I didn't even care enough. He really could have told me he was going on a trip with his ex, and I would not have cared. He did not have to lie to me. Long story short, and he did a whole bunch of other stuff, but I don't want to make this so long. Long story short, I just unfollowed him on Instagram, and I'm just like, you know, toodaloo. He was annoying me anyway, so I'm so happy he did this, so I have a reason to let go of him without feeling bad. And that's a story time about how men are horrible.
Story time on my worst first date ever, and let me be the lesson to you. Women out there, do not go on a date with a man who has been begging in your DMs for months, years, couple weeks. If that man has been on the hunt for months, don't go on a date with him. I really feel like he's just like, because when you finally accept it, it's like, oh, bitch, you didn't want me a couple months ago, you didn't want me a year ago. Oh, bitch, I'm gonna show you. And it's the worst day ever. It's happened to me twice. So let's just get into the story of what happened. Okay, so this happened about, it doesn't really matter when it happened. I think it happened about almost a year ago at this point. But this story, I got reminded of it because he started liking my Instagram story a couple days ago. Bitch, you owe me money. We're gonna get into, let me stop spoiling the story time, but let's just get into the story time, right? So, okay, he DMs me, or I can't remember if he got me off a Hinge, or I'm not on dating apps anymore, but I can't remember if he got me off a Hinge or whatever. But we're messaging back and forth. We're just gonna get straight into when the date happened. So, going this date, right? He's texting me like, cause it got rescheduled maybe like 2 times or whatever. One time was my fault. Second time, I don't really remember. But so first date. Finally, first day. We get to this first day, right? He told me we're going to a museum, and then we were gonna go to dinner after, and then that was it, right? Mind you, I live in Cincinnati, Ohio. People who live in Cincinnati, guess where we went? We went to the 21C museum / hotel. If anyone in Cincinnati knows, that is not a museum. It's a hotel that has 1 floor of museum art decor in it. So I didn't know that at the time because I'm just a little bit slow. So I get there and I'm like, this is not a museum. So then we walk through there and I'm kind of annoyed because, man, I don't really want to go on a museum date on a first date because it's just like, you don't really know the person, you don't really know the vibes, like you joke about stuff. It's just like you're just walking through a gallery with somebody you don't know. So after about like 20 minutes of walking through there, I was like, can we go to the restaurant that we were going to go to? Man, oh my gosh, I forgot. Let's rewind. Before the date, he was like 30 minutes late. So I get in my car, I'm there, I park my car or whatever, and I don't ever like really go inside of places before the person gets there. So I'm just sitting in my car and I was like, are you here? And he was like I'm parking now. And I was like, okay. Man, it was like this date was on like a Wednesday, Thursday. It's not, bitch, we're downtown. It's not, you can find a parking spot downtown. It's not a Friday, Saturday night, right? So it's like, he's parking for like 30 minutes and he was like, I'm like 15 minutes later after he told me he's parking, he texted me like, I'm in a parking lot right now. And I was just like, okay. And he was like, are you inside? And I was like, no, I'm sitting in my car. So then I finally see him walking into the building. So that's when I get inside. So let's get back to it. So we're back. We left the hotel. Don't ever take me to no hotel if we're, oh my gosh. Anyways, the restaurant, everything was like relatively close to each other within like a 5-minute walk. So we walked to this restaurant, poorly planned. We get to the restaurant. Guess what? It's closed. It's fucking closed. So I was like, I don't know, y'all. I be having to see it through sometimes. So we walked past one of like my favorite bars downtown. I think it's called Righteous Room. I can't remember how it's in my favorite bar. I can't remember the name of it. I know what it looks like, but we get to the bar or whatever, right? And so I go inside. Mind you, the doorman's not out there at first because it's a Wednesday, Thursday. He doesn't need to be sitting out there the whole time. So I sit at the bar. Mind you, it's like me and him. And then it's like one other. It's barely anybody in there. So bartender immediately comes up to us. And then the doorman ends up coming out like, oh, can I see y'all IDs real quick? Mind you, I have my ID because, again, I'm an adult. So I have my ID, right? He's like looking like he's like, I think my ID's in my car. So now I was just like, oh my gosh. Like, so then he's like, I'm going to go get your flowers out the car and I'm going to go get my ID out the car. And I was like, okay. So then I'm sitting at the bar and, mind you, we were in this bar for less than a minute. And then he's like, the barman, like the bartender, he's like, I get a vodka soda. This is important. This is important to the story, right? So I end up getting a, drink and he was like, are you gonna keep an open tab? And I was like, yeah, because I thought we were gonna be like chilling here for a minute. He was like, okay, I just need a card for it. I was like, I'm gonna give you my card. I'm not paying for this. This is just so you can hold it because I was getting kind of irritated. I'm like, I need a drink before he comes back. So I get a drink, right? He takes my card. He's like, yeah, I'm not gonna run your card or whatever, right? Very important. So after that, he comes back. He's like, I don't have my ID, and then he has this big bouquet of flowers. I'm gonna put it in here. It was a really nice bouquet of flowers. So it was like, I think. Anyways, they ended up just letting him stay in the bar, right? Because we were both old enough to be in the bar. So so we're at the bar. I get like, we maybe got like and before he came back inside, I told the bartender, I was like, yeah, it's not really good. And he was like, yeah, I could tell. And mind you, the bartender, he wasn't trying to talk to me. He was just being nice. He was like, yeah, he seemed weird. How are you already giving out weird vibes to people who have seen you for less than a total of 60-second interaction? So let's just fast forward. We get about a couple rounds of drinks or whatever. Like, he's cool no, actually, he wasn't cool. We're like talking about like regular stuff. I don't know how we ended up getting into politics on a first date. This was before the election and everything. So we're getting into politics and he's like, I don't remember how we got into it, but it got to the point to where I found out this man was like Trump supporter. Mind you, he's black. This is not a white man. This is a young black man. He's like maybe like the same age as me. So we were kind of going back and forth about that because I'm like, nah, that's weird. Like, that's actually very strange. So then we're like going back and forth. Eventually, date closes out, right? And he's like, I was like, okay, like they're like, y'all ready to close out? And he's like, yeah. I was like, okay. So then the bartender, because I was talking to the bar, it was like kind of becoming like a 3-people conversation, like the bartender, him, and then me. So he ends up running my credit card, and then he realized right when he did, he was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And then I was like, it's cool. I was like, you can just Apple Pay me, whatever. And then, long story short, I ended up leaving the date, because I'd never planned on seeing this man again. But I was like, are you gonna, man, this bill, it wasn't expensive. It was for like a couple of drinks, but it was like $75, which like, I didn't plan on paying for it. So I was like, hey, can you Apple Pay me? Never. He was like, ignored the message that whole night. Then the next day he texted me like, can I just give it to you in cash? I like knew at this point I wasn't gonna get my money. So I was like, yeah. And I was like, can I come get it today? Because, man, dude, this was my credit card. I don't use my credit card, and my credit card bill was due that day. So I was like, I want the money back. So then he's like, yeah, I don't get off work until like 9 o'clock. I was like, I can come get it. So then he, basically gave me the runaround. Long story short, he was just trying to gaslight me. It was like a couple days later, and I was like, can you send me my money? He was like, I'm gonna send it to you, but what you gotta be acting all weird for? Mind you, I wasn't doing anything. I was not doing anything but ask him to give me my money back. And then long story short, he did not give it back to me. I went on a trip to New York like a week later. He texted me like a week, the day I got back from New York, like, hope you enjoyed your trip. Like, the money's been sitting in my mailbox the whole time you've been on your trip. I don't believe him. And I wasn't gonna go to his house and I was like, so I texted him, I was like, is it still in there now? Because, mind you, he lived like maybe 5-6 minutes away from me. So I was like, is it still there now? And I was like, if I don't get a response in like the next 5 minutes, I'm just gonna not respond. And then I was like, if I don't get a response like in the next few minutes, I'm just gonna block you. And I didn't get a response, so I blocked his number. He makes a text now number to text me. He was like, man, I really shouldn't even have to pay for the day because the flowers I bought you were more expensive than the day. Just say you didn't have the money. Please, just say that. Why do we have to do this whole little run around about $75? Mind you, I made nail tech. I didn't need the money that bad. I make that from one client. So, long story short, he didn't give me the money. And, yeah, that's the whole story. But, yeah, don't go on dates with people who you don't like just doing it for the plot. Never do anything for the plot because the plot there'll be some bullshit, honestly. But, yeah, I'm going to attach, that's it. I was going to put some Instagram in here to be messy, but I don't want to do that. Shit, I might do it. Just give me a couple comments to tell me to do it, and shit, I might.
Y'all, so this is a quick little story time because I'm still baffled. I had to sleep on it a little bit before I come on here and tell y'all about it, but let's get into it. So I went on this date, right? Went on a date. Normally, dating within my age group, a lot of men don't do dates. So y'all ought to know that this guy was a little bit older. He wasn't too much older than me. He's like maybe a little bit under 10 years older than me, around about 7, 8, maybe 9 years older than me. Either way it go, he was a nice, handsome guy. He was sweet, and he asked me out on a date. So I said yes. So we ended up going on a date. So y'all, as we are on this date, we get to talking about dogs. I don't know how the conversation led to us talking about animals, but he ended up showing me a picture of his dog, right? I personally don't have a dog, but I live with one. My sister has a dog. And so I was talking about my dog nephew, the book. So yeah, he was telling me about his dog. So keep in mind, y'all, I'm drinking wine at the table. As I'm drinking wine, y'all, I'm getting tipsy. Every sip I take, I'm getting more and more tipsy. Tell me, y'all, we still talking about dogs at the table. As I'm getting tipsy, my intrusive thoughts won, y'all. Oh, my God. Don't judge me. I don't want to hear it. Don't judge me. So, y'all, my intrusive thought was to bark at the table like a goddamn dog, and that's what I did. And I didn't do just no any bark. I didn't do like no little... I did a woo at the table. So, y'all, I'm sitting at the table flabbergasted. Meanwhile, my date is like, the fuck? Y'all, tell me why he just went, hell no, hell no, oh, hell no, hell no. I'm over here confused because I'm like, I know I just had an outburst or whatever, but why he just going hell no, and not saying nothing? Like, why you just keep on just saying hell no? Like, I apologize. I'm over here trying to explain myself. I apologize for my outburst, but why are you saying hell no, sir? Y'all, tell me why. He said, I'm glad you had the outburst. I know a nickel's voice when I hear it. Y'all, I immediately went, no, wait. No. I'm still trying to explain to him. I'm like, no, sir, I'm not a dude, sir. Wait. Y'all, when I say that man was not trying to hear it at all, he was not trying to hear nothing I was trying to say. He was not trying to hear me out whatsoever. So, y'all, I'm over here still trying to explain myself. I done offered to show him my ID. I done offered to show him a baby picture of me. He still was not like, nah. He was like, no. So, moral of the story, ladies, if you go on a date, make sure you are in your feminine era, okay? Because any indication of masculinity, they're gonna swear up and down you're a transgender.
Story time on how this guy, OV Mikey, this guy right here, flew me to Miami just to leave me with $1,000 bill at this restaurant. And then he ditched me and I was staying over his house, so I had nowhere to go and I was stranded. So me and this guy met off TikTok years ago. Like, we've been just cool off TikTok, you know. We would FaceTime each other or whatever, flirt with each other and all that good shit. And I always be like, when am I gonna see you? When am I gonna see you? When am I gonna see you? So literally last month I decided to go see him and he decided that he wanted to see me. And he was like, okay, cool, like, I'm gonna make sure you got your plane ticket, I'm gonna get everything together and you could just stay at my house and we can just go on dates. And I'm like, okay, cool, bet. Just to give y'all some evidence, this is us on FaceTime. So we've known each other for years. Right now he has locks, so this is old. So, you know, like, I thought we were locked in. But anyways, so I got to the airport, you know, I'm in Miami. He comes to pick me up, everything's cool. Like, he's happy to see me, I'm happy to see him, and we go to his house, you know, we chilled and all that good stuff. He fooled the fuck out of me because everything was good. Like, I damn near thought this man was in love with me. Like, we were vibing, we were cuddling and all that. Like, I was very comfortable, and we had went to a couple places just to, like, get me used to Miami, because he was like, oh, well, if we become serious, like, I want you to move in with me. Like, I want you to live with me. So I'm like, okay, like, I just found me a little shit. He was taking me to meet his friends. Like, I was around his homeboys. I'm like, you know, like, he really likes me. Like, this is lit. Because over the phone, like, we knew we liked each other, but we didn't know how much we would like each other in person, because of course it's our first time meeting and we've been kind of doing like this long distance flirting for a couple years now. So I don't know how it's gonna be, but over the phone we was cool, but in person I really thought I found my fucking soulmate. Like, he would say certain shit like, y'all, this my wife, this my future wife, and I'm just over here cheesing, kikiing, thinking shit cool. So I only stayed in Miami for 2 days because I have a kid and I'm not gonna be away from my kid that long. But on the second day, he was like, dress up really nice, I'm finna take you out to a nice restaurant. So I'm like, okay, cool, bet. So I'm about to show you the restaurant. So this is the restaurant called Gazelle Miami. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Like, the food was amazing. So I'm not gonna lie, the prices at the restaurant was a little pricey, but the nigga said he had money. He so-called got money, so he was like, get whatever you want, eat whatever you want, do whatever you want. So guess what the fuck I did? Got whatever the fuck I wanted. So this is the menu. I had got the Antonio, how do I say that? Antonio Siberian 5-star caviar. The 4 ounce, which is $600. So I'm doing my big one. Like, I'm like, okay, well, he got money, so I'm gonna get whatever I want. And then he got something off of the finer things menu as well. So everything with gratuity wound up coming up to almost $1,000. It was like 900 and something. I don't remember. I should have took a picture of the receipt, but I didn't, like a dumbass. So everything's going good. Like, we still talking, we got our food, we eating, and then like the more and more we was talking, he just started getting quiet, super quiet. And I'm like, are you good? Like, are you fine? Like, I'm just trying to like make the mood a little more comfortable, because it started to get real awkward and uncomfortable. And he's like, yeah, I'm fine, like, I'm cool, like, I'm straight. He said it just like that, I'm straight. And I'm like, and meanwhile, he kept looking at his phone. So I'm like, okay, did one of his brothers piss him off? Like, what's up? So next thing I know, he's like, oh, I had to go to the bathroom real quick. Mind you, we basically done eating for real. So I'm like, okay, cool. Part 2 in the next video. I'm tired. Part 2 of how he flew me to Miami left me stranded with a $1,000 bill. So after he goes to the bathroom, I'm just chilling. Like, I'm still vibing out. I'm thinking everything's cool. Like, I'm like, maybe he just has to go shit or something. That's why he was, like, acting like an ass. 2 minutes go by. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna give it to 4 minutes. 4 minutes go by. So this is what I text him. After 4 minutes, I said, hey, you out the bathroom? You've been in there for a while. You okay? The waiter keeps coming back and forth to the table. He's talking about, give me a minute. Like I said, he went to the bathroom when we were done eating, so the waiters, they were kind of like paying attention to us and stuff like that. So once they seen he was going, they kind of, you know how like when a waiter is just like making sure ain't nothing suspicious going on. So they started walking like back and forth, acting like they were like cleaning up stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, he's gonna come back. So 6 minutes go by and I said, bro, where are you? Hello, I know you did not just leave me. This bill is almost $1,000. I don't have shit on me. And he's talking about finding your way back to Michigan, shawty. So I'm gonna just address some shit too. First of all, I didn't come to Florida with no money. I had money. What had happened was I had 2 purses. One purse I grabbed and I just brought my credit card. I didn't think to bring my debit card, which is majority of my money, and my credit card has a certain limit, right? But yeah, keep that in mind. So this is when the bill comes. And this is when I said that he made a video showing us. So at that point, I didn't know what to do. Like, I'm freaking out, panicking, because it's just like, damn, you gonna leave me with the bill, and then on top of the bill, your portion too. Like, y'all keep saying, well, you should have never got caviar. He made it seem like I was okay to get anything. Y'all making it seem like this is just a stranger. No, I've been knowing this guy for about almost 5 years. You get what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like, okay, cool. Like, we know each other on a level where I'm okay to order some caviar, and I do like caviar. First of all, y'all making it seem like I don't order caviar. Yes, I do order caviar. And then y'all expect me to know that he left me because he's seen some text messages. I'm finding out just like y'all. I'm thinking, damn, was it really the caviar for real? I thought we was in Miami trying to turn it up another notch, but I guess not. Let's make this clear. Mikey was talking to other females too. You think I'm really finna be loyal, or we finna be loyal to each other, and we have not even seen each other? We both knew that we were dating other people. So let's get that correct. I responded dry. I said, "LO, I'll be home soon." And I'm thinking we having such a good vibe and we connecting to a certain point that I'm like, okay, when I get home, I'm gonna tell this guy I don't want to be with him. I don't want to talk to him. I think I really want to take Mikey serious, because that was the whole plan of me even coming to Florida, just to see if we wanted to, go further. I didn't lie about meeting his homeboys. I didn't lie about none of that. He was playing around and calling me his wife and future wife. The nigga's lying. Lies, like he said in the videos. Lies. No, you're a liar. And then I was talking about I was basically trying to use him for his money. In the beginning of the video, I've literally told y'all how much I liked him, thought he was my soulmate. The nigga had money. So I didn't think that caviar would be anything that would make him stop talking to me. And the caviar wasn't even a fucking problem, apparently. We didn't do a round trip because I'm like, okay, well, if I like it here, I'm gonna just stay an extra day. We can just get the plane ticket the day of. You get what I'm saying? And then I didn't even want to tell him my debit card was with my clothes, because I don't know what the fuck this nigga gonna do now. He might just do something grimy. So I'm not even trying to tell him I got the money. It's just I can't get it. Because I don't even know the exact address, because he's been driving us around. I never really paid attention. I should have. I'm not gonna lie, I should have. So basically I called him multiple times. I'm panicking. They looking at me crazy like, oh, I think he left. You need to come out that money. Come out the coins. So I had to call my parents. I had to call my sisters, and they gave me enough money to, pay the stuff. And y'all, I had on a dress and heels. So I literally had to go to the fucking airport with nothing, in a dress and some damn heels, looking crazy. And y'all are not girls at all. Like, I cannot believe this shit. What does Share 7 even teach y'all? I don't get how y'all be, Share 7 and then being pick-me's. Like, the story not even how y'all really think it went. So, be for real. And honestly, if he wanted to take me to the damn Cheesecake Factory, I would have been fine with that. I would have been most definitely fine with that. He took me fine dining, and that's what the fuck I did. Fine dined. And it's not like I was broke. I could have paid for it. But the nigga left me stranded with nothing. He could at least brought my clothes or something to the restaurant. I could have took the debit card out of my purse. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, don't do that. Anyways, this is the last part. I'm not even making a part 3, but there y'all go. Mwah.
Okay, I need y'all help. I met this nigga 2.5 weeks ago, and he from Miami, and he trying to fly me out, but I think he learned about his lifestyle, and I don't know if I should go down there. And let me tell y'all why. So when I first met him, he called me. He was at a restaurant, some Mexican restaurant. He was eating. We was chopping it up. He said, "Okay, I'm gonna call you when I get back, to the house." But the thing is, when he first called me, he was like, "Oh, I got my own car. I'm the manager at a construction company. I got my own crib." He told me both of his parents had passed away, so he don't got no family. He don't live I know family that live in Miami, but he do got a grandma and some people that stay across the globe. But he the only one from the family that live in Miami. So cool. He was like, "I'm gonna call you back when I get done eating." Yeah. So he get his food. He's outside. When he call me back, he's outside, and I hear a lot of people like just being loud, just drunk and all that stuff. He said, "I can't hear you. I'm gonna go in the house." So he hung up and he called me when he was in the house. So we was talking cool. The next day he called. He was at that restaurant again. I'm like, "Dang, that must be your favorite restaurant." He was like, "Yeah." So, basically the same thing happened. We talked while he was at the restaurant, waiting for his food or eating the food or something like that. And then he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna call you when I get to the house." Cool. He called me. He was in his room. Every time I've never seen this man. If he wasn't at that restaurant, he was in a room. I never seen no other parts of the house. I never seen the kitchen, the bathroom, the living room, like him in no other parts but his room. So, um, cool. Some time go by. I was at work. He called my phone, and he hung up. He said, "Hold on, my mama calling." He hung up. He called back. I said, "I thought you said your mama passed away." He said, "Yeah, that was my stepmom." I said, "Oh." He said, "I gotta go to Virginia because my grandma finna have surgery." I said, "I'm sorry to hear that. When you leaving?" He said, "Tomorrow." I said, "Okay. What time tomorrow?" He said, 8 in the morning. So it was already like what? It was probably like 7 going on 8 down here, and it was probably 8 going on 9 down there because Florida an hour ahead of us. So he's sitting there, and I'm like, "Dang, don't you think you should go pack your clothes or something to get ready? Because, you know, you finna have to be at the airport in a minute." He said, "Oh, I'm already packed. I've been did that, but mind you, I've been on the phone with him the whole time since he called back from being on the phone with his mama." So I'm like, "Dang, like, you pack fast, like, that was fast. That's all I'm stuck on is, dang, you that was super fast." He said, "Yeah, I keep bags packed just in case stuff like this happen." So we sitting there, and I was still like, that was too fast for you to pack. Like, it's only been 15 minutes from the time you called your mama, from the time you called me back was in like 15 minutes. That means you telling me you had time to go home, pack your bags, book your flight, and come back to the restaurant all in 15 minutes. He was like, "Yeah," because he lived across the street from the restaurant. So I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I'm like, "Let me see your bag." So I'm still thinking he lying. He showed me, when he showed me, it wasn't a suitcase. It wasn't a duffel bag. All he had was a gray school backpack that looked like it was overstuffed in some rainbow Crocs, some tie-dye Crocs on the ground. So I said, "How long you staying down there?" He said, "A week." I said, "So everything, all your toothbrush, your lotion, deodorant, like all your hygienes and all your drawers and shorts and shoes, all that is in that little bitty backpack?" He said, "Well, first of all, I don't use lotion." And then he was like, "I don't need no other shoes because I'm not really doing nothing down there. I'm going to be with her. Anything else I need, they got out the house." So I'm like, cool. So he's sitting there. I'm like, "Well, shouldn't you be heading to the airport soon?" Because, you know, TSA does that. It takes a while, especially when you're in Miami. He was like, "Oh, I'm across the street from the airport, so I ain't got to worry about it." So I'm like, "Dang, so your house across the street from the airport, your house across the street from the restaurant, your restaurant across the street from the airport, like everything next door to each other." So he like, "Yeah." So he called me when he gets to the airport. Cool. The next day I called, check in on him. I'm like, "Yo, how everything going?" He said, "She doing good. You know, she having her surgery tomorrow. Da 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 da." The next day I call him at the end of the day. I said, "Hey, how the surgery go?" He said, "Oh, I just got here. She ain't had her surgery yet." I said, "I just talked to you yesterday. You just said she was having her surgery tomorrow yesterday. What is we talking about?" He said, "Oh yeah, you are, my bad. I'm just tired. It's been a long day." So after that, I didn't talk to him no more since except for the last day when he was in Virginia. Mind you, even when he was in Virginia, I never seen him nowhere but outside of a room. Like, he was in a room. I never seen him outside of a room. So the last day he was in Virginia, he called me crying, telling me something, "Oh, I never had a girl to love me for me. They always use me for my money. I want to do this. I want to do that," and all this stuff. And I'm thinking, like, why are you telling me this? I haven't seen no money. So why is this information being told to me? So I hang up the phone. I'm like, I'm at work, even though I wasn't at work, but I didn't want to hear that. I hang up the phone on him, and cool. So when he get back to Miami, he called me. Guess where he at? That same restaurant. So he getting his food, and I'm like, "Dang, like, you don't got to go to work. How many days did you call off?" He said, "Oh, I don't got to worry about that because I'm the manager." And I'm like, "Okay, but like, I've been talking to you for this long, and I never heard him say, 'Oh, I'm gonna get ready for work. I just got off of work. I'm going to work.' Nothing I got to do with work. He didn't say he had to do." So he was like, "Yeah, I'm the manager. I ain't got to worry about that." So I'm like, "All right." So he was like, "I'm finna go to the park. I'm gonna call you when I get there." He never called me while he never say on the phone while he in the car, while he going to the car. It just, when I get there, I'm gonna call you. So he gets to the park, I guess, and he called me. We on the phone. He at the park.
He was like, it's getting hot out here. I'm finna go in the house. I'm on the phone. He walks from the park to in the house. I said, dang, then you just drive to the park. You just gonna leave your car at the park? He said, oh, it's right next door. Ain't nobody gonna touch it. It'll be okay. This nigga lying. So the next day or a couple days after, which was yesterday, I was on the phone with him and I was talking to my coworkers in the background. I'm like, oh, I need to find a lock stylist because my stylist out of town and I need my hair done, but she ain't gonna be able to do it because she out of town. He like, oh, when I come down there, I'll pay for your hair and nails. And I'm like, come down here, Nick. We ain't talking about you coming down here. Like that never been part of the plan. So I'm like, what you coming down here got to do with paying for anything? And plus, paying for it ain't the problem. I need to find somebody to do it first. He said, oh, when I come down there, I'm going to find you a lock stylist. Nigga, you not even from here. You don't know nobody from here. How you gonna come down here and find me a hairstylist in my city? Like, what the hell? So he like, it's the 4th okay for me to come? And I'm like, no, like, you're not coming down here. There is nothing down here in St. Louis for you to do. Like, why are you trying to push you coming down here when the goal was me coming down there? So he was like, all right. He was like, yeah, you right. My bad. When you trying to come down here? And now I'm like, I don't even think I want to come down there because I think the nigga lying about his lifestyle. I don't think like he a construction worker like he said. I don't think he got a car. I don't think none of that stuff. Like I think he work at that restaurant or something like that, which ain't nothing wrong with it, but like why is you lying about it? And now he's like, when you coming down here, I'm gonna book your flight. And I think he think just because he booked that flight with his grandma that same day, he think that I think that he got money just because of that. And it's like, no, and I don't want to go down there and yeah, it's a fake trick and I'm gonna be pissed off that that happened. I'm gonna still have a good time in Miami, but I'm gonna still be pissed off if I go down there and that's not the case. So yeah, what should I do, y'all?